We're live.
George is there.
She said.
George is in the shop.
Oh, you can see George. What did I do with my phone?
It's underneath the cases.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Your phone is underneath. the
Nude
cases.
be me.
Discord, where are you?
Discord, that cord.
Wow.
We'll be starting in a second, everybody. I apologize.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yep.
Checks out.
It's time. It's time.
Don't shut the door. I'll use the.
We're not shutting.
So Nikki Hill knows how great he is. His britches are too big for him these days. He doesn't have to show up on time.
Evening, Bridges.
Just do whatever he likes.
I just came from a conference and was here right on time. I mean,
I was gonna say.
We just don't have the poll that this
Yeah,
Nikki
nice
Hill
to know.
does. He never
Well,
has to
you know
ask
what?
for forgiveness.
We're not waiting.
Mr. Cowboy, did you think I'd be late?
I did. I
Mhm.
didn't think you would be very late, but
You're doing something important. This is not
I
important.
was doing something. Really
All right, we're starting, everybody.
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 815, the Cinderace Podcast. The Go Nintendo
Star of the show.
He's
The
back,
Go
baby.
Nintendo Podcast is a part of the HyperX Podcast Network. You can listen to our show and other great podcasts at podcast.hyperx.com. Mom Brain,
Yes.
can you tell us about Cinderace, please? The Cinderace section
Hell yeah.
begins under the HyperX plug.
It juggles a pebble with its feet, turning it into a burning soccer ball, as one does. Its shots strike opponents hard and leave them scorched. They're 4 feet
Strike
tall.
opponents hard or strike an opponent's heart?
That sounded
Its
like
shots
hard.
strike opponents hard.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
hardcore.
I've been struck hard
Right in the hard.
and leave them scorched. They're
Scorch. Is that the cat doing that? Oh, George is feeling a little tipsy.
no, the cat walked out.
Oh, okay.
They're 4 feet tall, 72 pounds. Their gender, they're male and female. Their category is striker, and their abilities include blaze.
Hey,
Two
Mom.
Michaels, are those new glasses?
They're old glasses.
I like 'em.
Probably misses his old glasses.
Thanks for noticing, by the way. No one else said a
Oh.
dang thing.
I don't
like
notice
'em.
anything
I
at all.
like the nice line.
Hey, Mom
Well, that's
Brain,
sweet of you to say.
your volume perfect.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
Mom Brain is here.
She sure is.
Kirby's here.
Hey.
Dew is here. I am here. George is here. I told you George would be here. He just he ran in at the
Boring.
last second, so he's a little out of
Boring.
sorts. But of course, Josh Grobot is here, the world's
A
best
big
singer.
hello to my fans.
Nikki Hill is not here for some reason. He said he would be here, but
Moving on.
moving on.
Expecting him. Because of my eyesight, he almost gave me a ride today. Luckily, these old glasses work. We probably don't have time for a whole story,
Did you
so I
miss
won't
them?
say.
If you're looking for a new pair of glasses, Costco.
Oh, really?
It'll take a few days. It's not like a Pearl Vision where you get them right away, but they do the exam and everything.
Well, I get. Oh, really? I made an appointment for one of the places like a Lens Crafters at the mall, but that's in 2 weeks. My eyes have to stop changing before I get an upgraded prescription. It's a whole thing. Ortho K. I don't recommend it. I mean, I recommend it, but I don't. We won't have to talk about it.
This
Never
is
mind.
definitely a 40-year-old podcast.
No, Ortho K is cool. It's like, instead of laser eye surgery, they fit hard contact lenses to your eyes. You wear them while you sleep, and they change your retina shape.
You give them cash money, they don't laser you eyeball?
Exactly.
Hello, Sinfield and Tamakoto and
Wow,
Roth and
that's-
Freddie Fro and Sarah and Hylian Tom and Giant Reggie and Burn and Cheese
Thanks,
and
Mom
Ridley
Ray.
Soria and Joe Shabadoo and Blood Ocean 07 and Steve Arwin RIP. Steve
Steve Irwin,
Irwin. Yeah.
the crocodile hunter.
Yes. Rest in peace. As you know, very well know, we dedicate every show to Steve
The
Irwin.
memory of Steve Irwin. Yes.
Who else? Whoever else is in here, and I didn't see. Thanks for joining us on this very big. Hello, Keysfect and Ziko Muto and Popple. This very big weekend. What an exciting weekend! It is WrestleMania weekend, baby.
Oh my
Today,
God.
WrestleMania today. Today is day one. The day I'm most excited for. But we'll get into all that later. There's other stuff I got to talk about. That's more after show crap. Oh man, I always make notes for myself of little things I want to talk about before we get into the podcast. And the first one was WrestleMania. I'll save it till later. We'll swap for this one. Would you mind taking that out of the box, please? It's a push down thingy.
Do you want my
Thank you.
phone?
In a minute. Casetify, who makes a whole bunch of Pokemon accessories, has a new line of cases out for phones, for iPhones. I don't know if they do Android as well. Probably. Very nice. And they have sent us some cases that they've worked on. This is a Pikachu case with a sprite design Pikachu. If you're watching the live stream or the archived version, you're looking at it right now. A very gorgeous case. They also did a Gengar case. Sorry. Do is pantomiming talking on the phone right now.
A lovely do.
Gengar case they sent us as well. And Mom Brain, you want to pass me your phone? Because Mom Brain stole one of the cases because she liked it so much.
I told him I liked it, and he was like, "Put it on
Because
your
you
phone."
love it so damn much. She took one that has a whole bunch of Pokemon sprites on it,
and most exciting, glitter around the outside edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you can take a look. Mew and Mewtwo and Bulbasaur and
Very
Nikki
nice.
Hill.
Even Jiggly's on there.
Chair's in my office. I forgot to get it. I'm sorry.
He's here.
Take the folding chair, please.
Then here's your microphone.
Why are you looking at me like I did something wrong?
I'm here to grace you with my presence.
Oh! Nice, Josh. So thank you to Casetify. So this is like the third or fourth line that Casetify has done of Pokemon cases, but it's not just phone cases. It's like, yep. You know, the audacity of this guy to come in late, to give me the stink eye, and then to rattle the chair around.
Audacity's that bad. If Audacity's that bad, why do you use it to record the podcast?
He's good.
Are we live?
Was a really great
And
story.
just so everybody knows, RMC was defending this guy before, like he was the only one defending him. I'm like trying to
He's
be like,
regretting
he
that
knows
now.
what time we start, right? We've only been doing this 15 years.
And that's what Go ahead.
Is that what I sound like?
Did you guys know we turned our clocks ahead last week? I didn't
Oh,
realize that.
that'll do it. That'll hopefully for the last time. So go to Casetify's website to check it out. Like I was going to say, they have AirPod cases and Apple Watch wristbands and a whole bunch of other
I might check that out.
phone. Their stuff is really well made, and their designs are
gonna
cool.
say
I love
that
pixel art designs, but the
this is
cases
like
are
a hefty-
super nice.
I got
Yeah.
a crummy case on my phone before.
By the way,
This is like a nice hefty.
not a paid sponsorship by any means. This is just they were nice enough to send stuff. And I tell you, if I thought they were crap, but yeah, their cases are really nice. And like I said, they've worked
Can I
with
see them?
Pokemon Company at least 3 times. This might be the 4th time.
Can you hear me if I don't talk into the mic?
No.
So check that out.
Is that
Thank
what
you
I sound
again.
like?
Thank you again to Casetify for sending those over.
Casetify.
Casetify. Also, next up, Mom Brain and I, and Do Michaels. I haven't talked to Do Michaels about it at all, but I promised last week we would talk about it. We will keep it spoiler free. But the first episode of Moon Knight came out this week. Mom Brain, thoughts?
10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10.
Wow,
I
that's
like
a lot of
that.
10s.
That's a good
Do
review.
Michaels?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I hate to give like things a 10 without seeing the rest, because there's nowhere to go from there. But I loved it.
The race to the
Absolutely
bottom.
Loved it.
I gave it a 9 only because I fear of giving it a 10 and being in the same position. So I figured I'd hedge my bets on a 9. Yes, Nikki Hill, did you watch it?
Did Kirby watch it?
No.
Looks like he's- oh.
I did not watch it. Am I the only one who didn't?
We're going to
Yeah.
find out. Oh, you watched it, Nikki Hill?
Yeah, and I'd hate to give it a 10, period.
What would you give it then?
Not a 10. I don't know. I mean, I like the I really like the concept. I like the intrigue, the
I
mystery.
love the moon. I love the night.
But as we all
You've
know,
much yet to learn.
if your special effects look like a cartoon, Nikki Hill's not on board.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
right.
well, if you want to go into this thing,
We'll talk
go
about
right
it
ahead.
later.
No, I wrote it in the show notes. We're talking about it now.
Yeah,
I don't wanna-
watched
I don't
it
know
with
what to
my
spoil.
glasses on, so I could see,
look nice.
and I thought the effects were pretty good.
I was going to
actually.
say this guy's a special effects guy.
I couldn't believe how much I wasn't seeing before. Now that I'm wearing glasses, I'm like, wow, look at all this stuff.
This show looks like crap. Then glasses, you're like, oh my god, I've been seeing
He
everything.
thought
wrong.
he thought Rick and Morty was live action.
Well, well, anyway, real thoughts on the show.
Or
No, I really
He thought
that is
Animal
my real
Crossing was
thought.
real.
No, I know that, but you know,
Don't you dare.
no, I get it. I was talking about. Can we get to something a little deeper? Then I thought the special effects were bad.
no,
No,
No.
no.
No, I like it. I like the whole
Wait, now he likes it.
he liked it before, but as Nikki Hill, you
Oh,
know,
you got to do the devil's.
you gotta
advocate
do the
thing.
Nikki
No,
Hill, yes.
no, it's not that. I'm not going to give something a 10 out of 10 when they
telling you, give it a 10. We're saying you're doing the Nikki Hill.
if they
I hope we get Stinky Hill all podcast.
what's going on?
No.
Listen, Nikki Hill, you got a shtick, but it's also real
It's not a
life.
shtick.
I know. I just see. I said it's also real life.
This guy.
Whenever somebody asks
What's
you about
wrong with
something, you got to hit hard with a joke about the negative, and then you say, "But I really feel that way." And then I'm like, "Can we get to a deeper conversation?" And then maybe we get there. So I'm still waiting.
Yeah, I think it's great that we have somebody who fights on the moon side.
Nobody fights for the
You know,
The moon's cheating.
How great is that Oscar Isaac?
I
He was
think he's incredible.
phenomenal.
I
Even
think
when-
he's great.
when he had like
He's
his
great
hood
in
up and
everything.
everything, I was watching. I'm like, this man is a handsome man. And then you see him like at other times when he's like so tired and run down. And I'm like,
This is a tired, handsome man.
this guy looks so tired. He looks.
What range on
He's up all night. What is he? Some sort of moon?
He
knight
can
or
play
something? Only
handsome,
up at
tired, and handsome.
We need somebody who can really sell tired and handsome.
night?
Yeah.
Also, I kind of got distracted in the beginning because I was like, where is this guy from? Is that even an accent or is that his real voice? Because I never heard him have an accent before in his whole life.
Oh, this is. I
Hold on a
heard,
second, quiet. All right, go ahead. Sorry, I thought something was exploding.
meow.
yeah, I heard he does like a
What?
weird faux British accent at some
I mean,
point.
it sounded fine. to
Well,
me.
that's what I like about it is like the accent was good enough to pass without thinking about it, but it's not perfect, and that's
Not
kind of
even
the point, I
close.
think, because it's not his real
I
personality.
mean, I
So
don't know
thought
what
that was
accents
really cool.
Okay.
sound like, honestly.
Is that what I sound
Well,
like?
I actually wanted to tell you this, Nikki Hill.
Is that
I
what I sound
read
like?
that he based his performance or his accent on an amalgam of Peter Sellers and Carl Pilkington. Now, yeah, I don't really get the Carl Pilkington, but like I thought that was kind of a cool little thing, if true.
That's funny.
Wow.
Is everything
Yeah, I don't
okay?
know.
Does anybody hear that weird noise but me?
What does it sound like?
I mean, I hear
Yeah, I
your
hear a fan.
computer.
Whatever, we'll run with it. Yeah.
No, so like I was watching that and I was like, you know what? I think we are all living in a simulation because people watch special effects like that and they're all on board and they think they look real. So I'm the only one that's seeing through the code.
No, I mean,
Eh.
like we've had these conversations before. I don't give a crap about special effects. You're very sensitive to them. Like, it's,
I mean,
a
I
moot
don't
point
care
on
about
either
special
side.
effects. Like I receive special effects very well, except when it's entirely in a world that's computer generated. Then I'm like, well, this just doesn't even look right. Nothing of it looks right.
you're talking about Moon Knight or something else.
Moon Knight had some weird
You're
moments.
talking about Avatar?
So
What's the part that was completely not real?
The I don't want to spoil anything, but the vehicle following moment. Should I
Oh,
say
so
that?
you don't mean completely
Car
not
chase?
real. You mean the
Vehicle
cars
following?
were not real, but the mountain is real.
They call them car chases, not vehicle followings.
the vehicle
Oh, I didn't want to spoil it, but I feel like I had
Did
to
you see
spell
that
it out
vehicle
for you.
following
The
sequence?
new Bond has a real good vehicle following sequence. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that Nikki Hill is a
He's in the
cameraman.
biz.
He's a professional. So
Burn and Cheese says Nikki Hill is a dominant super effectser. It's true.
Oh,
and that
wow.
show
I never
left a
even thought of it
terrible
that
taste
way.
in my eyes.
Terrible taste in my eyes.
So yeah, it was good, man. I said to Mom Brain, because she asked before she watched it, she said, "What did you think?" And I said, "Do you want me to tell you?" And she said, "No."
So I asked him what he thought, and then he said, "Do you want me to tell you?" And I said, "No, I
So
don't want to
then
know what you
after
thought."
she watched, I made her tell me what she thought first, and then I said to her, "I thought it was the best first episode of a Marvel show yet. Like
it
it was
grabbed you.
great. It was really good." And that without spoilers, that ending scene, like just that whole thing, we'll say in the bathroom. Man, I love that, especially
Yeah,
the
when-
very, very end of it. Whew.
Yeah,
Good
I mean, after the scene before it with the Taco Bell, you mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oscar Isaac does a great job of looking tired and full of diarrhea in the TV show.
Also,
So.
though,
Wow, that is
wait a minute,
range.
did that
He got some range on that diarrhea. Yes, Nikki Hill.
did that bathroom have any toilets,
It
No.
had mirrors.
mirrors, and sinks?
I'm remember.
sure there
Maybe
must
Those
be
are
a toilet
urinals,
somewhere.
Nikki Hill.
maybe towards the front there were the toilets.
Speaking of urinals, how about that video we saw?
Oh man, that's one of the.
That
Nikki
was
Hill sent us an
rough.
amazing. Was it Instagram reel or
I
something?
don't know what it was.
Holy crap!
Oh no, it was somebody posted on Facebook. I don't know where it originally came from. Anyway, and the last shot of the first episode
Yes.
is also in the trailer,
Yes.
and where he turns and he walks.
Hey! Careful. I
Well, it's in the trailer.
I know, but I don't want people to know.
Maybe
it's-
people haven't seen the trailer.
Well, he turns and he walks,
Well,
That's why I'm stopping you. That's why I'm stopping you. Yeah, I know what you mean.
We don't even want to know he walks.
and it's all weird emotion.
In
Oh,
anti-gravity.
yeah, I don't know. It's another thing.
I don't work in the biz, so I didn't. To my layman's eyes,
It's not
It
a
looked
biz.
like a believable
There's
Moon
no
Knight
biz
to
in
me.
it.
Listen, we all have things we're hypersensitive with when it comes to TV shows and movies. So everybody's got their
I
thing.
had some
I'm not knocking
complaints
you.
about the special effects in Boba Fett in certain
You did. It's
instances.
true.
So
Where that show was flawed.
unbelievable.
It's funny though, because I did say to him too, because I've been watching Our Flag Means Death, and
Oh, I have too.
and how do you like it?
I like it
like
so
it.
far. I'm only on like episode 5 or 6.
I think that's actually where I'm at.
Okay.
But like,
You guys should watch.
so
it.
that show,
Kiss each other.
it's obviously
Spoiler.
that show was not shot on the open seas,
What?
Oh, you're ruining a spoiler.
but
it's more of a.
but
it
they do, like,
feels
a really
more like
nice
a
job.
play. Like
Yeah.
it feels like a theatrical.
but they do
like
a really
a
nice job with
theater.
the lighting and stuff like that, and so like even though it's like very cut and dry, especially as far as special effects go, like they just do a nice job in it. It's,
I
like, really
love
easy.
that show.
Hello,
Love it.
Anastasia
You're
not the only
Beaverhausen.
one. It's like the highest rated show on HBO Max.
I can't
and,
believe
Is it
that.
really?
and it
Well,
also
I'm happy. For
it
that.
also has higher viewership or something than Boba Fett.
Perfect segue.
Yeah,
Because you know what the most watched show is on Paramount Plus.
Halo.
Kirby and the
Halo.
Oh.
Now I know we watched
A
that. We're not going to
masterpiece.
get into another show. I think we can all safely say we didn't like it.
Let's not talk about a video game related show.
That's what I
Let's
was
talk
thinking,
about
yeah,
Moon
right?
Knight.
Well, I mean, we could talk about the
Let's
show
talk
if you
about
want.
the
I just had a funny
special
story.
effects in that. I watched the trailer.
I had a funny story about the Halo TV show from my dad that I was going to say very quickly. But if you want to talk about the show, we can talk about it.
No, there's not much to say. I think
It looks like
I was
Halo.
going to say.
Your
I
dad-
think it looks really good.
Your
my
dad's
dad-
comment, this has nothing to do with Clementine.
My dad loves it. My dad, and he says the
What?
second episode was fantastic, which
Oh.
I haven't seen yet. But he was telling me about the show, and he's like, I know Halo from you playing it, but I don't really know Halo. I know a few things, but he's like, this story's pretty great, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, he's like, the main guy, he's going out to shoot this thing, Master. And I was like, you can do it. And he goes, Commander. Not Master Commander, no. And then he said Master Sergeant.
It's
I
that
was
Russell
like,
Crowe.
I was like, this is the best part. I said, Dad, it's one syllable. And he said, Commander again.
But he said it really fast.
By the way, happy birthday, Dad. Today's his birthday. He is
Hey.
74 years old.
Happy birthday, Master Commander.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Shoes are very tight today. By the
I
way,
hope you get a nice cake to sit on.
oh, I should. What donut would you like to sit on today? Sorry. By the way, I should say, since I brought this up on the show, thank you, Josh. You know, Josh. Oh, wait. Gotta hit that last note.
It's just so
Uh,
awkward.
I think he hits all the notes.
She's playing my dad Man, that song. I completely forgot what I was going to say.
You were saying, by the way, Dad.
By the way, no. Since I talked about it on a podcast, I will say my parents were in quarantine because they feared that they may have caught COVID. They did not catch COVID. They are safe.
good.
Everyone is okay. And this coming week, they are coming over, so that will be the day of recording Parents Play. I talked to my dad today for his birthday, but also he was talking about how he's ready for the return of Parents Play. So it is being filmed this
Nice.
week. It
First
is
thing he
happening.
wants to play is
Oh,
he wants to play as Master Commander in Halo.
I was gonna say, too bad Halo's not on the Switch.
They're
You could-
gonna.
you
We could always
play
do a
that.
Patreon episode where they play Halo, but they're doing co-op Kirby and the Forgotten Land because my mom
cool.
hates playing co-op with my dad, and that makes it that much funnier. So that's what we're doing.
And your mom likes Kirby, no?
Yeah, she played the demo and really liked it. So, yeah. All right, Mom Brain, can you
Yes.
please take us to news?
Now I get news.
Thank you, Mom Brain. I'd say that was pretty close on timing. All right, what do we got in the news this week? What is 6 days ago? Okay. Kirby and the Forgotten Man, another segue. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. We're going to talk about UK sales. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Actually, Dew Michaels, you were here last week when I posted this story. I remember it. One of my favorite memories you and I have ever shared. I remember.
Was I sitting on the
mentioning it to
couch
you.
and you posted it, and I, we didn't talk about it, and that was about it.
We mentioned it for like a couple seconds. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. As I've always said, the UK is PlayStation territory, not Nintendo. But when Nintendo has a hit system, it usually does pretty well in the UK, and that's the case with the Switch. The top 20 software every week are always filled with Switch games, but there's a new one as of this past week. It was Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which managed to take first place above all other software. And this is extremely notable, A, because it is the UK, B, because it beat out Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, the the Borderlands spinoff, which came in second place.
oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was a Napoleon Dynamite spinoff.
No. C, this is the biggest ever Kirby launch in the UK. So biggest first week sales for a Kirby game ever in the UK. And it is already the 5th best selling Kirby game in the entire franchise's history in the UK. So basically by the end of April, it will be the best selling Kirby game in the UK ever.
Don't get too cocky.
So all major achievements. Oh, and D, this figure only includes boxed retail sales. This does not account for any digital sales in the UK. Other companies report their digital sales. Nintendo does not. So the total is much higher than whatever it got it to first place to begin with. But a major achievement for the Kirby
So
franchise.
what's going on? Is it inexplicable why people in the UK are finally buying Kirby?
Well, the first things first, the Switch is popular. It's really popular everywhere and continues to be popular. And in the UK, like so many evergreen Switch titles are in the top 20. Like all of them are there. Mario Kart, Zelda, Pokemon Legends Arceus, which isn't evergreen yet. It only came out a couple months ago. But Minecraft specifically for the Switch, like a whole bunch of games. So the Switch is always doing well each week. Second, it's a first-party Nintendo title, so that gets more attention. But most importantly, I think, it's the first fully 3D Kirby game ever, so that is getting more people to be interested in Kirby or give Kirby a shot for the first time, because they're like, well, I didn't play the other ones, but since this is a new beginning for Kirby, I guess I'll hop in on this one. Which is great. So congrats to Kirby and Hal and Nintendo. Donut Muffin has the first comment. And they say 5 years in, and the Switch is still the miracle machine that makes every game that releases on it the best-selling game in the series. Way to go, team! It's true. The Switch really is a miracle machine, because it's doing just that for a ton of first-party games, and we've seen the success in other first-party games on Switch that originally launched on Wii U, and nobody bought them because they sold millions, but not the millions upon millions compared to what they're doing now on the Switch, because nobody had a Wii U, and people were just like, I'm not going to buy the Wii U just for this, that, and the other thing, because there's really nothing else going on the system. On the Switch, it's the complete opposite. There's too many games each week to keep up with. So that and first party combined, Lots of stuff going on. Yes, Kirby. Do you have something to say about Kirby?
Oh no, I was just holding my microphone. Sorry.
It
I
looked
thought
like you were
he
all
was getting ready to say something.
prepped to.
So, thanks. Very cool news.
Very cool. That's what I wanted to say.
Here's a cool story, Mom Brain. This is something you would probably like. You look slightly interested.
She looks skeptical.
Oh, okay.
She looks
Is that it?
skeptical. Sorry.
Are you tired? Yeah. There's this young boy who wanted a Switch. Also, I should say this is very funny because I posted a picture of the boy buying his Switch on Twitter, and somebody right away was like, "That's a man. That's not a boy." But it's like, you know, a kid with a mustache. Like, you know, he's like probably like 13 or 14. But anyway, this kid wanted a Switch. Didn't have the money to get a Switch. So you know what he did? Instead of making them out of cardboard like those other dorks did, this kid was like, I'm going to make the money.
I'm gonna steal one myself.
I'm going to make the money. Did you say I'm going to steal one?
Yes. He said, I'm going to steal one myself.
That's funny. He decided to collect cans and recycle them. You know, cans say like me 5-cent deposit on them or whatever. That's
Oh, and he
stupid
took all the
stuff.
How long did this take?
5-cent deposit.
Look at a can. That's what it says.
It's not the can saying it's me 5-cent deposit.
Yeah, that's what it says. Me. The can. Me 5 cents.
Speaking of the microphone, please.
I'm
Me.
watching my levels. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
That's good.
DD mega doo doo.
So he it took him 9 months, and he recycled
Wow.
1,100 pounds of cans
Oh my god.
and got enough money throughout the course of those 9 months to buy a Switch.
For $1.
Yeah, exactly.
For $1. He made $1.
So he got the Switch and
All
a
those
copy of The
kids.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. He did it. So
Wow.
congrats to this kid. Really
Yeah,
showing
wow.
some initiative. I wish Nintendo would have stepped in and got the kid a Switch, but you know, he recycled, he helped Mother Nature and Mother Earth, he helped the people around him, he beautified his neighborhood, and he got a Switch out of the deal. Pretty good. Yes, Nicky
Hey,
Hill.
where'd he get those cans?
Litter.
From crawling around in the garbage.
Man, 9 months.
We're sure of that. We're sure he didn't break into like a Costco and
That's
steal a
none
bunch
of your business.
How the hell do you break into a Costco? You see those card checkers at the door. It's
Oh, yeah.
impossible.
That's
Actually,
the easiest way to do
Walmart.
it. And you do it over a period of 9 months too. So it's less risky the more you try to break in.
I'm going to steal from this place every day for 9 months. 1 can a day.
Yeah, they'll never
You're right.
notice.
Foolish.
You know, the poor kid works hard, and then you're like, where'd he get these cans from?
I want to know how much he's recycled since then. That's what I want to know.
Oh, it's probably not a lot.
I gotta say, I figured it would take longer than 9 months. That's pretty impressive,
It's pretty good, right?
considering how worthless those cans are.
He's out there hustling. He
Yeah,
was putting in
exactly.
a lot of time.
I mean,
Here's the twist. He's got like an, alcoholic uncle. He's just like
Oh,
overt uncle.
You
no.
know, I'm trying to share a nice story here, and everybody's got to turn it into he's stealing cans, or where is he?
Hey,
getting the
she's
cans
just
from?
reporting the
He's
facts.
got an uncle that's an
He's
alcoholic.
exploiting his uncle's problem.
That's right. Man, oh man. I mean, I don't know if any of that's true.
honestly, good
It's-
for him. And
yeah.
I hope, I wish more people needed Switches then, because, we think we're recycling and it all just goes to the same place anyway. And, at least what he did, maybe it went in a different direction, not up sea turtles' noses.
Hey, Bombreen,
It's a lot.
Mhm.
to
I
swallow.
recycle.
I sniff my own farts.
I knew I could count on you for that.
By the way, at my conference today, I did bring up the man that farts in your face conundrum.
Oh, it sounds like this is
The
quite
teleportation and the
symposium.
man that farts in your face.
And
it was
what
on a
was
break.
discussed?
The
By the way, very quickly, the situation is a man once a day will come to your house and fart in your face. He is bare-assed farting in your face, and you are within 5 inches of his face. Why are you doing this? Because every day you make $1,000 for letting it happen. So it ends when you say it's over, but it goes on for as long as you want, and you never know what time of day he's coming. It could be 8 in the morning, it could be 2:43 in the morning, it could be right in the middle of work.
Is he
Where
walking into my house without pants
When it-
on?
no, he's not. He's not a weirdo. He's just farting in your face for business opportunity.
for $1,000 a pop.
Yeah, he's a
Just
professional.
Question
Farting
number
naked
one that I
in
got
your
was,
face.
do I have control over this man's diet? I said, absolutely not.
No.
And you
Uh,
probably can't like close your nostrils. or
No.
anything. Okay.
No.
Nothing blocking your face. Nothing blocking his delivery method. It is full contact as much as possible. So
No, you can't have a shielded face. It's bare butt, bare face.
I mean, how many inches?
But to
Five.
face.
within five. You know, the guy's not going to get out a ruler and measure it, but when you do it for this long to so many people every day,
Is
you
he,
know
like,
the 5-inch.
Is he driving here? Did he walk 3 miles?
What does this
to get
matter?
here?
Oh, swamp ass you're talking about? I mean, you don't listen.
I got to work it.
I will say
Yes
this.
and no. It
I will
depends. It just depends.
I
My
will say-
work depends on my eyes. If
I will
have
say
pink
this.
eye, come
The
on.
guy doesn't have bad hygiene. Like he's not going to be a dirty guy.
But you are going to
you are-
get pink eye. The guy's farting in your face
Well,
every
that's
day.
what one of the women said. She was like, I can't afford to have pink eye all the time. So, I mean, you could close your eyes, then you wouldn't get pink eye.
Getting pink eye.
I
just
don't know
hate
if you
this
can close your
scenario
eyes
so
because that's
much.
shielding.
But it's not shielding your nose.
I've got really long eyelids.
Well, someone said no, absolutely not. I was like, not even once for $1,000? Like, you know.
Yeah, maybe do it for, so you can buy a Switch. So
Yeah, exactly. You know, so one day and you can get a Switch.
as he drops his pants. Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
That's worth something.
Yeah,
I
hate
caught
it.
a whiff of
I
something.
hate it.
Steve Irwin, RIP, says, I, for one, love farts. Well, then this is a match made in
Only 500 a day for Steve Irwin. Then.
He'll do it for free. He loves them.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
I
My
love it.
My problem's always been just the time of day. Like if it was like noon every day or something, great. But like you don't know when he's coming, so it
Yeah,
could be
what if-
like 11 p.m. and wakes you up with a fart.
It could be your
I don't want
honeymoon.
anyone in my house when I'm, at 11 p.m. You
I
don't
love
wanna
how
know
the
what's
man
going
is
on.
coming into your house to fart in your face, and your problem is, I don't want him there at night.
Well, wait, but
I just don't want him there when I don't know he's gonna
the-
be there.
You
What
always
am
know.
I doing there?
You always know he's going to be there.
How was he able to get into your house all
You
the time?
listen.
Is he?
Once you,
Mhm.
Do and I already talked about this. Once you put in enough time and make enough money, the guy one day will be like, do you want to be on the other end of this deal? And he'll teach you the ways. But until then, you don't know how the magic works. You
But-
just take the magic.
And the money.
The money.
So, like, but if
do I say that? What is that
The man.
You're the one who says it.
I
I say it
know.
because you say it.
but if what if I'm at work and he shows up to my house? Do I not get paid because he showed up when I wasn't available?
I think
Like, it's not my
He
fault.
he probably has like some kind of psychic ability to track you and
Listen, man,
he knows
don't come into my work.
he knows wherever you
with
are all
this.
the
All
time.
of this is like you people trying to figure out ways like what happens if he's not
You
he's
people.
there. There's not a what happens if he's not there or I miss him. He's there. It's happening. So there's not
This
a
is
day where you're
real
like,
life.
Where did,
Oh,
where did you meet this guy?
What do you mean?
College.
Craigslist.
Is he?
I got him on. I met him on Craigslist while in college.
Well,
is he
anyway,
being regularly tested for COVID?
yes, but only orally, not anal.
Wait, so your butt can have COVID, but your mouth might not?
no.
Wait a minute, you never saw that?
I love, man. I
There
miss
was
this
like a
podcast so
New
much
York
because if
public
anybody
health
heard
thing
any
all
of this,
about
they'd be
that.
like, "This is a Nintendo podcast." Anyway, from the kid
Anal
recycling
COVID, you heard it here
cans to get a
first.
switch to people farting in your face. Shillelagh's comment on the story is
Fantastic.
this story really impressed me. He has a real can-do
Oh,
attitude.
I thought you were going to say red eye
Col-
for.
Collecting half a ton of cans is no mean feat, and over 9 months, some people take it for granted how easy they have it, and things are compared to other parts of the world. It's very true. I appreciate your pun with can. It is capitalized, so it was a pun, but
Nice.
you make a good point as well. Yes, it's a really cool story, which is why I made it a top story. You know, some other sites probably wouldn't make it a top story, but you know what?
Yeah, because
This
they
is
got
my site.
real news to report.
Too busy doing like the week of hate or something.
You know, sometimes I take the local news approach. You turn on the 9 o'clock news and they're like,
Listen,
a shooting in Brooklyn killed 4, but first, this puppy won the local dog show.
we need more feel-good stories, and I appreciate that you left out all the parts about how many cuts he got from all these cans and everything, and how
He
needed
picked up
blood
every one of them
transfusions
by
every
sticking
3
his finger
weeks.
inside the hole on top of the can and picking them up like this. So yeah, his fingers are sliced.
By the way, if anybody wants, if anybody,
Oh, by the way, this is plugged in all the time, so you don't have to worry about battery.
if if anybody wants to take cans to one of those dispenser things to recycle them, do not crush them ahead of time. Those machines do not take pre-crushed
It's
cans.
true.
It wants the
Oh, I didn't
gratification
realize
or whatever
that.
of crushing all of your cans.
It's
the
true.
Power thing
It's
with
true.
it. So just keep that in mind.
This was our biggest
that in the
story
can?
of the week, from the local news to the biggest story of the week for us. Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Meow.
Coming up very soon, April 8th.
No one
And according to
cares
Jim
about
Carrey, he
me.
may stop acting. So this could be his final role, which would be...
that's not an
Wow.
April Fool's thing.
That is not. We didn't post that on the site because the headlines were Jim Carrey's done acting. Jim Carrey to quit acting. But if you read the actual interview, he's like, this is my last role. I'm not going to say I'm done forever. I might come back. He said, I'm taking a break for now. So it's not a definite, like, I'm done. I'm never acting again. So I didn't.
Lewising it.
But if his final role is Robotnik, going out on a high
When-
note, I mean,
when
what
have
else
you
could
ever
do?
known
You
Jim
have to be
Carrey
joking.
to joke around about anything?
You know, Nikki Hill and I saw it. His Robotnik was pretty good. And you know what? He knows the character, because you know what else popped up this week? How he told the team that was making the movie he wanted to be the fat Robotnik. He was like, let me be that Robotnik. And he's like, maybe in the future, I don't know, but it didn't happen this time. So he knows. And he, like I said, he was involved with the comic book, the prequel comic book. Like, he's enjoying. I think he's in such a different mental space now, and he's come so far from what he used to be to where he is now. Like, now he can take stupid roles like this and just, very easy, just have fun with it, make a lot of money, and just it is what it is. Like, I can appreciate
we were in a
that.
simulation. I'm just catching up.
So easy and so fun that he's retiring.
Yep.
Well, how many well, never mind. That's a whole different topic. But anyway, the producer on the Sonic movie said,
Oh, were you going to mention?
I was just going to
Bruce
say,
Willis?
how many millions is enough millions and all that stuff,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
not getting into that
Is
conversation.
that a jab at The Rock?
Millions.
Willis
Millions.
has that problem.
Aphasia?
Yeah. That's why he's been doing bad movies.
I guess so.
You had to make as much
You didn't
money
hear that
as
about Bruce
possible.
Willis?
Aphasia.
Yeah, it's
At first, I'd heard like a couple of weeks ago a rumor that he might have like dementia, but
well, now we know it's aphasia.
yeah.
So he's did you hear this story? He's done acting.
Yeah, at first
Okay.
I connected it immediately to the Disney movie, but that's Fantasia.
You know, I almost made that joke because I knew you were going to say that, and I was like, maybe I won't. And I
You got to
missed
stop
it.
me before I
you
get
gotta
started.
you gotta let Nikki do it.
Well,
I
anyway,
apologize.
the producer on this Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie said they are creating a Sonic cinematic universe.
Of course.
He said, this guy's name, Toby Asher, he said, quote, we're creating a Sonic cinematic universe. So we knew we were going to add characters like Tails and Knuckles, new to the films, but beloved by gamers all over the world. I mean, as far as introducing new characters at the end of a movie and leading into the next movie, yeah, I mean, I get that they're saying like, it's a Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's a Sonic Cinematic Universe. Yes, new characters get introduced. Are they the same quality? Not for me to decide, but I get what he's saying. But everybody, I shouldn't say everybody. A lot of people on Twitter were saying, name any other cinematic universe that has been successful outside of Marvel. They're like, everybody just uses this as a buzz phrase to like get hype around their movie. And it's true. I can't think of another cinematic universe. I mean, even Marvel's own universe on the Sony side of things isn't good.
And they
so-
tried to do a Universal Monsters cinematic.
Yep,
the
and
dark,
that was
that's-
like
that's
dead
one
with
of
the first
Dark
movie.
That was one of the
Universe or
most one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
One of the worst.
and they were
So,
like,
I
here's
mean-
our first movie. Oh,
We've had one Sonic movie. It did well in the theaters. It reviewed fine. We enjoyed it for what it was. The second one's coming out. It looks like people are going to go see it.
The
Why
second
not
one's
10
coming out,
more? Yeah,
actually?
let's make a whole universe out
Well,
of this. It'd be great.
here's the question that I have.
You don't want
I'll
Sexy
watch-
Rouge the Bat and Cream the Bunny?
I do want those, and I'll watch. I'll watch it when they have
I do want those.
like a Starlight Zone movie. I'll watch that. But
Well, you know what? The intro to the last Sonic movie, they made like a Sega logo specifically for the movie, like a movie intro logo, and it was a whole bunch of Sega related games like Golden Axe and Sonic and whatever, Vector Man, all that stuff, and it zoomed out to show the Sega logo, and then that led into the beginning of the movie, which had a little bit of the Sonic main theme as a jingle, like to come into the movie, and I was like, little stuff like that. I appreciate that. They, because you look at like the Halo TV show and they're like, we're not really going to use any of that great music. We'll do a riff here or there, and that's
Yeah,
it.
no, that's great. Make a cool little Sega intro, and then 10 more movies. I think is worth that. Sure.
Well,
Why
I'm
stop at
interested.
10,
here's the
though?
thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, each character needs their own trilogy.
I
at
want it to
least.
be a whole universe if they could do that.
Well, here's the
I think
thing.
they did. It's called Sonic. the
All
movie,
that
the
matters
first one we just
is
got.
if
It's
people-
all encompassing. We don't need more.
If people go see the movies and they do well, then yeah, keep them going. Like
Yeah.
whatever. Who cares?
Who
If
cares?
because if they're going to make 10 movies and 9 of them bomb, then eventually they're going to stop making movies. But if people are going to see them, then yeah, go for your
I don't know.
greater aspirations.
I don't know if like Ridley Scott and Martin Scorsese can handle another cinematic universe. They'll probably have a heart attack. Poor
So,
guys.
but like, what is the Sonic cinematic universe without Eggman or Robotnik?
Why did you sound like you were going to cry?
Eggman.
I don't know if I lost my breath or what.
Eggman.
Please don't leave me.
So like Jim
Eggman.
Carrey's like,
I was
so they're
thinking
like,
of,
hey, we're gonna have a cinematic
Created
a
by
Sonic cinematic
Eggman.
universe, and with the next day, Jim Carrey's like,
what are we
yeah,
going to
I'm
do
out.
without Eggman?
What are we gonna do with Eggman? That's what I was-
Eggman is doing incredible things.
I mean, how many other villains
God.
does Sonic have? I mean, he has.
Oh my
We're
god,
laughing
it's
so
amazing.
hard because we're joking about Jordan Peterson. Because this thing is, what are we going to do without men? And now we're doing, what are we going to do without Eggman?
Oh my god.
Eggman is doing impossible things.
Wow.
So funny. I'm sorry, Nikki Hill. Go ahead.
I don't know
Oh, man.
what I'm thinking now.
All right. Well, if it comes back to you, Donut Muffin says, "How about a movie starring that sexy bat lady, Rouge?" There, see, the people want it.
They want it.
People
They want it bad.
But how many other villains does
Not
Sonic
gonna lie,
have?
I'm sweating a little bit.
Oh, are you? Is this a joke?
No, I really don't know.
Tons.
Starlight Zone. We got sexy bats who want to talk to you.
Yeah, like Robotnik is usually the one behind everything going on, but he has a litany of henchmen before that, like flavor of the month for whatever game it is. There's a whole bunch of characters. That
Yeah,
pop
but
up.
that's what I mean. Like we've already fought the big boss, and we're gonna fight the big boss in the second movie. And now we're gonna just let's tone it down and just fight some mini bosses for the next 8 movies.
That's exactly what they're gonna do.
Well, tone it down. I mean,
Although somebody
They
just
first
started
things
with the best. villain.
Somebody-
first things first.
Somebody did point out. Hold up, this one you're gonna love. Actually, who said it here? Who said it? Giant Reggie said it. Shadow the Hedgehog movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what's gonna happen.
Front,
at some
front
point.
row, right? You're gonna be there day one.
I
I
don't
think what they
like
call that, release
Shadow's
day?
debut game. It was horrendous, and I thought the character was stupid. Since then, he's moved away from shooting guns and all that edgelord crap. Like he's fine. I don't like the character, but my issue was like, why do we need a Sonic game with a hardcore Sonic that shoots guns? Like we don't that betrays what the franchise is about. Like,
Okay.
Doesn't make any sense. So Shadow nowadays he's fine, but Big the Cat, he gets me rock hard. Meow. So there you go.
Also, does
Sonic
that
Cinematic
open
Universe.
us up to Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games?
A movie?
A movie?
Sure, why not? Yeah,
Why
sure.
don't they run a TV series of it during the Olympics?
Let's see how this Mario movie is first before we get to a Sonic Mario crossover movie. I mean, I'm gonna give the movie a shot. We haven't seen a trailer
know you
yet,
will.
but we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
I have to do some
Go to the
texting. Can
bathroom.
you do me a favor and go into European releases?
Do me a
Oh, that's
solid.
early.
I know. I'm
I don't even know where to find those.
almost at the top.
What are
of
the
it.
next European masterpieces? Let's find out with Nicky's sweet releases.
Thank you, Josh.
So I'll talk about the UK's top 30 franchises of all time.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite Sonic game.
Wow,
You're
the
looking at it right there.
European Switch
Thank you, Nikki Hill.
eShop releases for the week of March 31st. Can you believe we're already through March? Time is
It's April, man. I can't believe it.
Crystar. Yeah. Got nothing. Nine clues. The secret of Serpent Creek.
Ooh.
Aaron, the little detective. Agent Intercept. Oh, is that the driving one? That one looked like a fun new kind of.
No, what are we calling car
spy
chases now?
Vehicle following.
Yeah.
vehicle fall sequence. Bridge Builder Racer. Chubby Cat, starring Big the Cat. Look out, raw meat.
Mr. Chubbykins.
Cosplay Love, Enchanted Princess. Diesel Punk Wars, Flat Kingdom Papers Cut Edition. It's a possessive papers in this. I don't know. Flugen. If anybody has anything to add here. Did anybody see that? Flugen?
I'm back.
We're just enjoying.
I'll help you out.
We're just enjoying you.
Claymation.
Flugen in der Morgen.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice. There we go.
Oh, you're halfway done already.
Yeah, well, I got nothing on these. Glitch Hikers. And I only say things to get a rise out of you. When
Okay, I'm
you're
ready.
Occupied.
I'm half risen already.
Yeah.
Glitch Hikers. The spaces between.
The spaces between.
Ikai.
Thank you.
You're going to get Ikai? Yeah, okay. No, Ikai. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man, I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, you have to really see how it's spelled for that joke.
You know, I just want to
land.
say, offhand comment.
I am really sorry for this guy's.
I
behavior.
really love coloring books, but there's just not enough coloring book content. out there.
Well,
just
do
wanna
I
say
have
that.
a surprise for you
What?
if you live in the UK or other European territories? My Coloring Book 2 is coming out.
What?
If you loved My Coloring Book 1, you're going to love My Coloring Book 2.
You're probably right.
Thanks, Mariah.
Mariah
Red Wings
Crayon.
American Aces.
Mariah Crayon.
That's all I got. Sorry.
Not gonna lie, more of a Nicky Hill joke on that.
That's definitely a
Man.
Nicky Hill joke.
He's rubbing off.
They're sitting too close to each other.
Richie's Nightmares. Poor kid. Super Clown. Super Clown Lost Diamonds.
Yep. That's what it's. You know what?
I mean, if you-
Because hold on a minute. Let me do
maybe
something
Lost
here. 'Cause
Marbles
this
or
is
something
worthy.
like that.
This is
He's a
worthy of praise.
clown.
Nintendo
Look at this guy.
Jam.
He's a clown.
Nintendo Jam went out
Being
on
a
these,
super clown like being a super taster.
on this European list because he linked every single game to its info page. That's
why these are
more
all
than
red.
I would do. So now I can tell you about Super Clown. Super Clown's mission is
senpai.
Super number one. Super Clown's mission is to
Clown.
find red magic diamonds at every level. The game consists of 25 fun levels with different themes like space, snow, medieval, and more. See the evil flying golem and his army, which consists of enemies like immortal skeletons, shooting cannons. Is shooting cannon an enemy? Virus
God.
slimes,
Look at this clown.
wombats, evil blue dragons, blah, 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 whatever.
Blue Eyes White
Hey,
Dragon.
you want
If
to
you're
know
looking
a
for it to
fun?
make more sense, it doesn't.
You want to know a fun fact about wombats?
Yes.
Yes.
Wombats poop in cubes,
Oh, I think I heard that.
and they use those cubes to build what we would consider like fences around their territory, so it like marks out their territory.
Yeah, that's
Now I
useful.
get cube.
Nice.
So you can they literally shovel bricks.
Yeah,
spicy,
it's true.
Wow,
You're right.
yeah.
All
Sorry.
right.
No, that's good. That's
Shovel
that was
rocks.
good.
That's funny.
I
Yeah,
thought you
it's-
just said SHIT for real.
It's better
It
than
just stinks that we have to say shovel. It
it's
takes-
better than Mariah Crayon.
Well, you know, Apple made us change the damn podcast to explicit, so let me talk to people first.
Yeah, we won't say it. But
Let me say
talk
the-
to some effing people.
Yeah, did you say the D word just now?
I'm getting rid of this.
Damn.
I'm getting sick of this. shit.
Darn, I'm sorry, darn.
Can I finish, please? You asked me to do something.
Can I finish? Go right ahead.
Super Cyborg.
Yeah.
Can you
Take off.
finish?
Take off. The Flight Simulator. Terror with a small T Errorbane.
It is a lowercase t,
Yeah,
yes.
so it's
and
Tierbane.
Bane is all lowercase. That is the correct
Okay.
writing for it. Why? Who the hell knows?
Sorry for down.
The Card. Perfect Collection.
Like that, in that title, the card is all capital, and then Perfect Collection is capitalized
Oh,
normally.
it's playing cards, not greeting cards.
Pick
I really
card.
thought it would have been greeting cards because it's like a collection. Vengeful Heart. And Imp of the Sun, but that's a demo.
The full game's out. but there is a demo. Yes,
Oh, demo's available now.
both are available
You're
now.
going to talk about North American releases?
I guess I should do those next. Donut Muffin says Terrorbane looks like it could be a fun game. It has a fourth wall breaking element to it,
Oh my
where you have to use the glitches to solve puzzles and fight enemies.
Let's have Dude do the North American releases. I'm sick of listening to you.
If you
Jeez.
want, you can. Do you want to?
Yeah, where do I go?
Here, I'll just open it on my phone. Go nuts.
Oh, here we go. North American Switch eShop releases for the week of March 31st. Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga.
That's every Star Wars mainline
Don't
movie
interrupt the
put
man,
into
please.
one game. Sorry.
Ooh, yeah, mainline those movies. MLB
Shoot 'em right
The
in your
Show
sack.
22.
Mainline me, senpai.
9 Clues, The Secret of Serpent Creek. Memoir Blue. AAA Clock Premium Edition. Aaron the Little Detective. We know that from
I
the
wanna know
European
more
release.
Now,
about
is that
that.
is that a child or is that like a small?
I don't know anything
human?
about that game.
Very tiny detective. ABC Follow Me. Animals Extended Edition. ABC Match with Me. Me 5 cents.
5-cent deposit, baby.
Broken Pipe. Katie in Meow Meow Land. That's a real Meow Meow Land.
I
is a
showed the
real
trailer
title.
to Mom Brain. It's amazing. So it's a play off of Alice in Wonderland, but it's just a whole land
That's-
filled with cats.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Yep.
Alice, Katie and Meow Meow Land. Oh, it's got to be Alice in Wonderland.
Well, I mean,
Meow, meow, land.
everything's a cat in this game. The bus is a cat. The mountain is a cat. The person behind the
Oh.
receptionist desk is a
So
cat.
it's because it's spelled with a C. It's not Katie. It's Catty.
Oh.
Catty in
Oh
Meow
my
Meow
God.
Land. How
I've
about that?
never heard it said, so it could be Katie. But since it's filled with
That's
cats,
pretty
I would
good.
say
That's
Catty.
pretty good. Well, if you didn't like that cat, how about this cat? Chubby Cat.
That's
What
another
are they
cat.
feeding you?
Comic.
That's a
coloring
Friends reference,
book.
everybody.
Yeah.
Love Friends. Thanks, Kurt.
I was talking about Friends last night with my girlfriend about how much I hate it. No, I told her I've seen like maybe 2 or 3 episodes, so
And I hate it too.
I'm not really free to comment.
Well, I've seen it all, and I hate it as well.
Have you really seen it all?
Yeah, I used to have a.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
What? No.
Oh.
I used to date Jennifer Aniston, so I. No, my. I had a girlfriend who liked it, so we watched. She made me watch it.
I think that's probably how most guys.
You sit down and watch
were
it.
introduced to Friends.
Well, we found out the other day that Brock Lesnar really likes Friends. Not a joke. He talked about how much he likes the TV show Friends.
That should tell you everything you need to know.
Has he done that test to see which character he's the most like?
I don't know.
He's a Joey.
I think Mom Brain, didn't he say he was a big fan of Monica?
I'm pretty sure he
I
said he
think
was a
said he
Monica
liked
fan,
Monica the
Oh,
most.
nice.
which is not who I would expect him to be
I
into.
mean, it's
either.
not a show. It just goes to show you, don't judge a book by its cover. It's muscly, sweaty, ripped cover.
Shout out to my bros.
Wait, Josh, do you know Brock Lesnar?
Hell yeah.
Wait, now do you know Stone Cold as well?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I didn't know you were a wrestling fan.
That's the bottom line.
Moving on.
Oh, okay.
That's
Doesn't
all we're
want to
getting.
name drop anymore, I guess.
And that's the bottom line. Cosplay Love, Enchanted Princess. Darkness and Flame, The Dark Side. Dashing Dodgems?
Dodgems.
Dodgems. Dashing
You
Dodgems.
never played Dash
Sure.
and Dodgems?
I like how a lot of the names are nonsense words, but then when you say it out loud, you realize, oh, I get what it's trying to
Yeah,
say. But
now
when you
I-
just look at it, you're like, what the hell is this word?
Now I
also
know why
like-
Nikki
what
Hill
the
dines out on these every week. Diesel Punk Wars.
Yep.
Cyberpunk everything.
It's about Diesel, the wrestler. It's not.
Oh,
It's not.
Without seeing that it's spelled
about
Diesel,
Johnny
though, it kind of
Silverhands.
sounds like it's like Diesel Punk Wars.
these
Yeah.
old punk wars.
old punk wars.
I'm sick of these chains and stuff anymore. My hair's too spiky now.
I thought you were going to say spicy for some reason.
My hair's too spicy. Go for it, dude.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I'm allowed to keep going now. Okay. Disco Cannon Airlines. Dismantle. Flat Kingdom Papers Cut Edition. Papers Cut.
Papers cut.
That's
Yes,
pretty good.
Oh,
It's pretty good.
it is papers cut. Yes.
Flat Kingdom Papers
Papers cut.
cut edition.
Food Truck Tycoon Complete Edition.
Look it up.
I like this one. Funny Truck.
Those nitro burning funny
That
cars.
one's
Vroom
got
vroom.
that one's got Barbara Streisand in it. Sorry, we're not over 40.
Wow. Where's that rim shot? Almost said rim shot.
Glit-
Hit that
glitch-
rim job.
Thank you, Mom Brain. Let
Mark
me keep a
explicit,
little,
can you believe
a
it?
little dignity here. Glitch Hikers, the spaces between.
Glizzy hikers.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hatsune Miku Jigsaw Puzzle.
Yes, it's a jigsaw puzzle, digital, with Hatsune Miku. I think there's like 32 of them or something, and they have easy, medium, or difficult levels, and they are 4-player co-op jigsaw puzzles. So, in real life, you work together with people to do jigsaw puzzles. At least I think people do. I've seen it happen. So now you can do it
Puzzles of
virtually together.
Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku. Sit down with grandma. She loves puzzles and do it.
She loves Hatsune Miku.
Miku puzzle.
Grandma's a total weeb.
Yeah, she's really big with grandmas everywhere.
Yeah, it's true. Yep.
I just did a jigsaw puzzle this week. It only took me a week. I was really proud of myself because it said 2 to 4 years on it.
Whoa.
Now you can do that.
I'm sorry, I had to put the microphone down to clap.
Anyways,
I blew through this baby.
yeah.
Is that an original joke?
No, no.
Because
Of
I was
course
going to say
not.
that's really good.
Yeah, it's not
Also, 2 to 4 years. It's like it's only 50 pieces, and like each one is like the size of a placemat.
I don't know why this takes people so long.
For the record, 2 to 4 years would not be doing a 50-piece puzzle.
All right.
So-
the man made a great joke. Can we just let it go?
Why you gotta ruin everything?
Yeah, so
Right,
I've got a
well,
lot
like-
more time now.
Hit her with
yeah.
that squirt bottle.
I've got like a good 3 years left to play with here if anyone wants to do anything. Imp of the Sun. Imp of the Sun. Love Colors Complete Edition. Mini Words Collection. My Coloring Book 2. Outbreak Contagious Memories.
Now the memories are contagious. This is
Yeah, it's like a
ridiculous.
whole series too.
What
It's
next?
Like
Oh,
a fourth
man.
What
game or something.
next?
It's like, remember when that monkey
No,
bit us?
don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to catch it.
Amy, love, virus.
Uh,
Man, this show is us dating ourselves. Unbelievable.
yeah, right?
Everybody,
Who's paying?
Congo's topical for everybody, right?
Congo.
Remember the volcano burrito at Taco Bell?
Remember when that dog used to do the commercials and he wasn't dead?
You remember the Pizza Hut
No.
lunch buffet?
Remember the Bigfoot pizza?
Oh yeah, you know
Remember
what's
Book It?
you know what's depressing? I was
Big Book It's still around.
is it really? I was watching like old episodes of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and it was I was watching like the first season and like the first and second season, and like all the guests, not all of them, but most of them are dead. And
Oh.
so that was kind of sad.
Except for Bill Shatmeyer.
That's right. He's still he's in space.
Can you
Or he's been to space.
Can you hear what I'm saying?
That
So
was
wait,
really
If
good.
you haven't seen that episode of Space Ghost, look that
Outer
up with
space
William
shows
Shatner.
are
Book
for
it, but
children and stupid.
Are the
people.
prizes still frosted beer mugs?
What?
They used to give. I had like these frosted mugs that had written on there in like gel glitter pen or something like "Congratulations for reading so many books" or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't
Drown
know.
your sorrows. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're just I'm on the final stretch here. Pixel Game Maker Series Steel Sword Story S.
Just trying to throw in an extra S.
Rolls right off the tongue. That's what I'm always looking for in a game. Red Wings, American Aces, Richie's Nightmares, Sky Gamblers, Air Supremacy 2,
Oh boy.
Super Clown Lost Diamonds. Ooh, we're getting it. Super Cyborg, The Card Perfect Collection, Title Flip, Ultrea. Oh man, we're getting Valis 2 and Valis 3.
You know, I wanted Valis
I'll
3,
keep going.
but I'll take Valis 2.
Oh my
as well.
god, and Valis the Phantasm
Oh my
Soldier.
God. What an
That's-
incredible.
I read that and had a
vaguely
Phantasm.
sounds like
I was so
value. I
excited.
can't Values.
Values.
How?
I don't know.
Look at the great values here.
Uh,
What's everybody's
no,
Nikki
no,
Hill
I'm
today? Thank you. Yeah, I'll take it.
Vengeful Heart, World Soccer Kid, and last but certainly not least, Z Warp.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me do that. That was a lot of fun.
Popple says AAA Clock Premium Edition. Finally. Yes. Somebody
Yeah, a lot
look
of,
up that.
A lot of
one. I wanna
winners.
know
A
what the
lot of
hell that
winners
is.
on that list.
Oh, I didn't read the comment for the North
I did.
American. Oh, you
And
did.
this is North American.
Well,
You do Europe.
I didn't read the Europe one.
I did.
You read about the Donut Muffin said? Missed that.
Read it. Go ahead.
Turbine looks like it could be a
Yep.
fun game.
Read it.
Okay.
All right, Josh, can you take us to our
First
commercial,
Pete, then
please?
repeat.
You read it.
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey Chris, what's the War Rocket Ajax podcast about?
Well, Matt, if we were smart, it'd be about murders, but it's actually about comics.
War Rocket Ajax.
All right,
it's not
stop.
about
What the hell's
murders.
going on? Why did two of them play?
What happened?
Wait, are you playing something?
Yeah, you said,
No, I wanted like the Josh Grobot thing.
which I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all I want.
My apologies.
I have them.
I was going above and beyond.
Yes, thank you. Let's try that. Josh, can you give us the throw to the commercials? I was like, there's two
We'll be
things
right
playing.
back after a word from our sponsors.
Thank you, Josh.
We're the Spirit Hunters, and we're a show that treats Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho's author as the center of the universe. Some weeks we do linguistic analysis. The Chinese meaning of this character is to smelt or refine, but so the changed meaning in Japanese it means to temper. Other times, we get absolutely smashed.
So we take one shot every time. Yusuke uses the ray gun.
1 hour later.
This is the least coherent episode. Sarah, you
I think your apartment is haunted.
Check us out at the HyperX Podcast Network.
Superhero stuff you should know. Go deeper than you've gone before into your favorite comic book films, storylines, and characters. Superhero stuff you should know.
Part of the HyperX Podcast Network.
Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Okay. And Mom
Norman's
Brain.
on sabbatical. honey.
Thanks, Mom Brain. I appreciate you going above and beyond.
My pleasure.
All right. What else have we got in the news this week? So, as we were hoping, Epic has made the zero build mode or no build mode in Fortnite a permanent addition. And as of today, building has gone back to the main battle royale, but in the playlist now is the zero build option. So if you'd like to play Fortnite with no building at all, that option is still available. So no need to worry.
Just to clarify, no building, but there are still buildings in the game.
Yes, there are buildings and you can knock them down.
Oh, so you can unbuild things, but not rebuild things.
Why didn't they name it the no build unbuild mode? Yes, you can knock down buildings.
No, thank you. Thank you.
So people were hoping, or people really loved that was added, and they were hoping that it wouldn't get taken away. We also told you that rumor had it from the data miners that this would become a permanent mode, and here it is. So worry no more. You can forever enjoy your Fortnite with zero building. First comment comes from the Crimson Lore, and they say, I love the gameplay of Apex Legends, but hate the EOMM.
Yeah, word.
That's a game acronym. I don't know.
EO.
You want to look that up, please? Somebody? Anybody? Respawn can vaguely deny it all they want, but it's obvious if you observe the matchmaking patterns. Let's see if somebody in the chat
matchmaking.
knows.
Something matchmaking.
Joe Shabadoo says, is buildings in the game anymore?
It stands for engagement optimized matchmaking.
I've never heard that. With the building removed, the slide maneuver, zip lines, sky ships, and the ping system they added back when Apex first came out, this Fortnite trailer makes the game look exactly like Apex in third person. I might give it a try.
Just so you know, skill-based matchmaking is SBMM.
Now I know. I learned two game acronyms that I never heard of before. Oh wait, who the hell were we talking about last week? They were like, make my wife play Fortnite.
Freddie Fro. And there's an update.
Freddie Frost says Fortnite update. Man, I didn't see this in the chat. Perfect timing. Fortnite update, everyone. Rosemary the farmer his wife, tried Fortnite with me last week and ... had a great time and slayed. We played a ton this week and might be jumping on soon. Thanks for encouraging her to try it. Crew, the no build mode helped a lot. That's what we're here for. And Rosemary the Farmer says, I was unaware we could co-op Battle Royale. That made it much better. Oh yeah, that if you didn't know that, that would be a deal breaker. Certainly, yeah, you can do up to 4 players at one time in the same game, but you can have a party of 16 people, and they can all be in the lobby together. So while the 4 people are playing, the 12 others can watch those people play, and all of you can still talk to each other on the microphone. So yeah, it's a great game. It's a great game just to stay in touch and keep everybody active while you're playing or not playing or watching. So I'm glad you had fun. It is a lot of fun. Sometimes stories come up during the week and I think to myself, I have to word this very particularly because I know Nikki Hill's going to get on me about it. So this is the UK's top 30 best-selling franchises since they started tracking data. So 1995, because normally I would say all time, but Nikki Hill gets a little upset when I say that.
This sounds like all time though.
I don't know. From what
It's
I've
not just-
heard,
it's
I think
not
this
just-
is all time.
It's not just the Switch. It's like since 1995, you said?
1995, yeah.
That is all time for some people, for sure.
Guys, Mommy has just joined the Discord.
Oh, hello, Mommy. I
honey.
played a game with Mommy last night. I'll talk about it later.
Happy
Mom, go spend
birthday.
time with Dad. It's his birthday.
He's probably napping.
Maybe my dad's birthday wish was for my mom to leave him alone.
Yeah, his wish was to have a nap.
I think it would be your mom's birthday wish for your father
That's
to
true.
leave her.
I told
alone.
my dad today if my mom's being mean to him that he should get in touch with me and I'll yell at my mom. So, he's listening with her. Wow, what a crappy birthday. Oh, he said he might get pizza, but it's
Nice.
Pennsylvania pizza, so
Oh, right. Oops.
not really great.
If Nikki Hill hadn't commandeered the soundboard, I would have played a drum roll or a Price is Right.
Thanks,
fail, but-
Nikki.
Sorry. So there you go.
Oh.
So yes, let's play guessing game. Anybody? This is the top 30 franchises in the UK since they started tracking data in 1995.
Oh my god.
If you have any guesses.
GTA.
Yes. Sorry, I'm sending a text.
Wait, top games since 1995 in
Top
the
30
UK?
best-selling franchises in the UK since they started tracking data in
Oof, Call of Duty, bro.
So GTA is number 4. Call of Duty, bro, is number 2.
Oh, FIFA.
FIFA is number 1.
Yay.
Any other guesses?
Super Mario.
Mario is number 3.
Zelda.
Zelda is number 29.
I feel like they'd like God of War. Is that a series?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's supposed to be
it is a
PlayStation
series.
country.
I don't see God of War in here. Yeah.
Prince of Persia.
I don't think Prince of Persia has had enough entries. I mean, if God of War is not in there, Prince of Persia is not going to be in there. No, Prince of Persia.
They don't like.
Maybe Destiny, something like that.
Well, there's only been 2 Destiny games, and they're not really
Oh,
sold at
right, sorry.
retail.
Probably Halo then.
Halo's number 21.
I don't know.
I'll take
Animal Crossing.
one more guess. Animal Crossing. No.
Wow.
No,
Pokemon?
Animal Crossing. Pokemon. There's a guess worth. Guessing number 8. Yes.
So Super Mario's on there. Would Mario Kart be separate?
Well, let's go through the list and find out together. Number 1, FIFA. 2, Call of Duty. 3, Mario. 4, Grand Theft Auto. 5, Lego. 6, Star Wars. 7, The Sims. 8, Pokemon. 9, Assassin's Creed. 10,
Assassin's Creed. I was like, no. you're
Need
just
for
gonna tell me I'm
Speed.
wrong.
And then the 11 through 20, Sonic, WWE, Marvel, Wii Fit, Tom Clancy games, Guitar Hero, Pro Evolution Soccer, Skylanders, Battlefield, Tomb Raider, Halo, DC, Formula One, Gran Turismo, Forza, Harry Potter, Crash Bandicoot, the Olympic Games, Zelda, and PGA Tour Golf.
Man.
Here, yes. The Mario data covers
Bunch of
all 109 games in the Mario franchise and includes Mario Kart and all those things.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it does.
109 games
Have starred Mario, yes.
Wow, that guy has had a lot of work. He's a busy fella.
He's a busy carpenter. He's a busy plumber. He's a busy sportist. He's a busy teacher. He's a busy driver.
The only time he wasn't busy is when he went missing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Very good. Donut Muffin. Man, you're killing it, Donut Muffin.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Donut Muffin says, that's it. We did it, friends. Unplug your Xbox. Bin your PlayStation. Nintendo's here to stay. There are a lot of Nintendo franchises in there. It's true. We're not going to do that. Oh, yeah. The biggest news of the week. I'm sorry if somehow you avoided this news until this very moment. But as many feared, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel has been delayed and is no longer a 2022 game. It is a spring 2023 game. So next quarter, basically, because we all expected it to be November if it was coming out this year.
It sure is boring around
So
here.
it's been pushed into the following quarter. So what's spring? April, May,
Like a year from
June.
right now.
That's all that's in spring, right?
Does June?
June is
I
summer.
think June is
June
summer.
21st is summer.
Okay.
Oh wow.
There you go. So is March spring? Part of March or no?
Yeah, it's spring.
What is it? 20 something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
It's like Miyamoto famously never said.
When I went to write this, I was like, I can't say that damn line now.
Well,
yeah.
you know what? As Reggie famously said, this game show is going to be legendary. And guess what? It wasn't legendary. And I'm still holding a grudge, Reg.
As Reggie famously said, my anus wedgie. The Crimson Lore says, as a legendary developer never once said, quote, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rush game is forever bad. There you go. You're right. Somebody said it somewhere and it made it to a poster in Nintendo's offices, but that's as close as we can get. So
what's wrong with you?
Reggie, do you think the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel will be fun?
My body is ready.
Oh, okay. Not what I thought he was going to say. What? Is that about the anus wedgie?
My body is ready.
So yeah, it's been delayed again. We kind of expected that was going to happen, but we were hoping it didn't. But at least they came out far in advance and were like, it's delayed. You know, Zelda games more than any other Nintendo game get delayed. So
I'm not
it's
upset about it.
inevitability.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was bound to happen. And it only means, every time they've done this, it's come out with a better product. And it's, not to look at it like a red flag. Like if it were like CD Projekt Red or something, and they're like, we're delaying the game. It's like, oh crap, they're going to delay it. And when it comes out, it's still going to be buggy. So at least that they're doing it for the right reasons. I still don't know why Reggie said legendary in that one tweet. I'm still holding on to that.
So for what Do is talking about, in case you don't know or don't remember, when the Game Awards were going to happen this past year, Reggie was going to be part of the show. He was there presenting something, and he said it was going to be legendary. And people are like, Legend of Zelda, because he said legendary. And, Reggie worked with Nintendo and knows PR and all that stuff. So there's no doubt he knew when he said legendary is going to stir people up. Now, whether he did it on purpose to stir them up because he can now, or he, I don't know, just made a faux pas. I don't know.
He stirred me up. He stirred me up real good.
Yeah, you can tell Do is still
Did you
stirred up.
just say faux pas?
Yeah, that's a joke. I know it's faux
Oh,
pas.
okay.
Oh.
That's why I always say my faux pas.
But
My faux pas.
things of legend are usually like, really big stories that no one has actually ever seen, right? They just talk about it. So maybe that's what he was getting at.
He was hinting at the delay. Nikki Hill's right. Legendary stuff of legend. Oh my God, you're right. That's it. We were just taking it in the wrong way. It's our fault.
I just want to say I'm sorry for all the people who wanted to buy the game in November and beat it within 1 week and then complain that there's no new game yet. You're going to have to wait until April.
Most importantly, I think the bigger part of this story
Spring.
was...
Sorry, spring.
I think the bigger part of the story was Al Newman's haircut.
Yeah.
'Cause holy moly,
He's
does
looking
he
good.
look good.
He looks good.
Look at this. Look at that man. Look at him. Let me see if I can show
Aging
this up here for you.
gracefully. Aging
Does
gracefully.
he have a goatee or something?
A goatee.
He's got a goatee, yeah, and a nice haircut. Dare I say, Zaddy Al Newman? The announcement was, "Look at how good I look." Oh, and Breath of the Wild sequel is also delayed. So yeah, it is what it is, people. What are we going to do? Thankfully, this is one of the biggest years for Switch in general. We've already had some great stuff, and even bigger games are on the way, like Splatoon 3 and Bayonetta 3 and the Fire Emblem Warriors spinoff, and I'm forgetting like a billion things.
Yeah, all those games. that we're
Advance
all very
Wars
excited for.
and somebody in the chat help me. There's a boatload of stuff. I was going to say buttload, but that's also true.
I was kind of hoping when he bowed at the end that there was going to be like a party in the back, but there's not.
Why would there be a party for bowing?
No, like his hair
Switch
still,
Sports,
like,
thank you.
long and pulled back or something.
Oh, I gotcha. A party in the back. I understand.
And when you think about it, you can fit more on a boat than you can in someone's butt. So a boatload would probably be
wise words.
That should probably be
Kirby.
your first choice.
Oh, you're right. The Switch Online NES and Super Nintendo collections have been updated. If you're a fan of NES games, you can now enjoy Kirby's favorite, Mappy Land. Mappy Land is not.
Did you make me play that or something?
No,
Oh,
I
you're just
thought it'd be
okay.
funny because I can't imagine you liking Mappy Land.
Doesn't sound like something I'd like.
It's about a mouse.
I thought you were gonna say it's about a mappy.
Oh, the Mappy.
The Mappy. And also Dig Dug 2
Me, 5 cents.
is available. Now, if you're a Super Nintendo fan, you get one game. Earthworm Jim 2. Now, Kirby is an actual fan of Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, but I've only played the first game.
Well, now you can play the sequel. And even better, when the sequel came out on the Wii Virtual Console, it was the Genesis version, which I think has a much worse soundtrack. This is actually
usually the case.
the Super Nintendo version of Earthworm Jim 2. So the soundtrack is delicious.
So
beautiful.
yeah, same like bad controls, but the music is much better.
Fresh. First comment comes from Adanak, and they say that's groovy. Groovy. Well done. If you've never played Earthworm Jim 2, it's a great game. It's fun. It's funny. And look, Earthworm Jim's coming back. They're doing that new animated cartoon wherever that ends up releasing. I don't know. It's time for
That sound is so good. Oh.
Okay, final top story, everybody. Kirby and the Forgotten Lands Japanese launch is the biggest in the franchise's history. Now, Japan loves Kirby. There's never been a Kirby game in Japan that didn't sell over 1 million copies. That's Japan alone. So Kirby's a huge franchise there. And this game had the biggest launch for any Kirby game in the franchise's entire history. Let's talk about why that's a big deal. Obviously a big deal because it set that new record. It sold 380-something thousand copies in its debut week, and that is just physical, not digital, so probably closer to 500,000. But on top of that, this is the weekly sales data, but Kirby was only available for roughly 2.5 days when this happened. So it got this total in 2.5 days. On top of all that, there's something else. Oh, I already said it, the digital sales stuff. Sorry. So not on top of that. But just so you know, this is the second biggest.
And on top of that, and then on top of that,
this is the second biggest launch for a game in Japan in 2022, with the record going to, for this year anyway, Pokemon Legends Arceus. So a fantastic debut for Kirby. Autumnal Blake says, wow, this really mouthfuls my nipples. This is the first time I bought a Kirby game, and I've been having a great time. The levels are interesting, the copy abilities are great, and mouthful mode concerns me. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying this is their first Kirby game. So I hope you are all enjoying it. Thank you for that.
Safe to say that this Kirby game wasn't forgotten in Japan. In Japan.
It was good. It was very good.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, let's talk about what we played.
Oh, really? We're at that.
We're here. Yeah, do go. Hit me, baby.
So played around a Fortnite with the boys.
Fortnite with the boys.
Always fun. Played a little bit of Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. on a big projector screen here at the warehouse.
It's true.
What?
It's true. Our company sent me a projector for review, so I'm playing.
Oh,
games
that's
on
how
it
you
to
got
review
that.
it
Where are you playing that?
in my office. It's like the only wall that I have where I can project.
Yeah,
it's nice though.
It's really cool. I wanted to.
Here's a review. It's nice.
I wanted to bring over
2-word review.
Death Stranding director's cut or something that looks amazing, and then play it on the wall. Obviously that would be great, but because the Switch was set up, I was like, well, if you don't mind, let me play Kirby, and I've been really enjoying it. Every time I come over, I've been playing a little bit of it. A lot of fun.
You talking about this made me realize, why isn't your section of the podcast called Don't Mind If I Do?
I guess it's
Right?
I think that's great.
Wow.
I think that's perfect.
850.
What is my section of the podcast, though?
The rumors.
Okay. So yeah, I would say, don't mind if I do play Kirby some more. And last but certainly not least, so I booted up the old
Commodore
Xbox
64.
Series S to because last week I downloaded a bunch of games off of Games Pass, and was playing Death Stranding, and then I was like, I need something new. Let me see what I downloaded, because I kind of forgot what I downloaded, and I saw that Tunic was on there, so I was like, oh cool, let me play Tunic. So I click on Tunic, and it needed a little update, and I was like, you know what, screw Tunic, and I clicked on this game that I had downloaded that I don't even remember downloading, a little game called The Gunk. And let me tell you, I know you mentioned this earlier in an earlier podcast, but I couldn't believe how fun The Gunk is. And I like sucking up crap in like games, which is so silly and stupid. But like Kirby, Luigi's Mansion, I don't know what else.
That's
the Mario Sunshine or something.
Yeah.
It was fun. It's not like the most polished game in the world. It still runs fine. I did get stuck, not like confused stuck, like stuck in the game a couple of times. But like, other than that, if it had a little more Nintendo polish on it, it could be like a really great game. But as far as just from a fun standpoint, and like, I mean, it might not be the greatest game in the world, it might not be totally fleshed out or perfect, but it really brought back the fun and addictive nature of a certain type of game. And I guess you said that it's made by the same people who did like SteamWorld Dig.
Yeah.
And that's one of the most addictive games. Like, you could just play and play and play, just because for some reason the gameplay really lends itself to you wanting to play more. The Gunk is very similar to that. Like, you go to an area of the planet, you suck up the gunk, it makes it beautiful, and you do it again. And for some reason, I was having a ball with it. And
the game is fun.
I would have to say that the game is like 4 hours long, which would be like a detriment almost in any other case. You know what? Thank God it was 4 hours long.
Thank God for the Gunk.
I didn't need it to be this epic long, 20-hour plus experience. It was 4 to 5 hours. I was finished, and it was a blast to play. So high marks from me for the Gunk.
Thunderful.
Bless me, bagpipes.
They're great, man. They make great games. All the SteamWorld games are great. This is great. This is their first 3D game, as far as I know. Like you said, not like super polished, but not broken or buggy by any means. It's just, I've played so many AAA games that are infinitely more buggy. I didn't experience any bugs in this game, but you're right to say it's not like super
gunk,
polished. Gunk all over the place. But yeah, what a great game. It's so good. I want to tell you before I forget.
Yeah, like if it were any longer, I would be complaining about the characters and the story and stuff. But because it was just like 4 hours, it was just a great little experience. And like,
we got a new bongo.
Wait 1 minute, please. Says you should try Journey to the Savage Planet because they have the same vibe. I haven't played that, but I've heard good things about that.
Interesting. Well, that's what I played this. That's what I played this week, and I'm glad I did.
That was on the Xbox, so you got that through Game Pass or something? Is that what you said?
It's it's part of Game Pass. Yeah,
but yeah, good stuff.
Kirby, what'd you play?
I really didn't play anything new this past week.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Nikki Hill, what'd you play?
I played Super Mario Brothers level 1 world 1 level 1 on a Super Mario Brothers
level
watch
world 1
level
what the heck was that thing called?
Mario
Game and Watch.
Game and Watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I played that and then I put it down.
All right, is that it?
More do you want?
He's right.
One and done.
That's about it.
All right.
I don't really have much to review about it, but I enjoyed it.
Mom Brain, what'd you play?
Penny and Flo.
How'd it go?
Playing it right now.
Okay. Thanks, Mom Brain.
What'd you play,
Who?
Josh.
Mr. Cowboy?
Oh, thank you. As I said and hinted at, I played Fortnite.
No one cares about me.
With my mom and my cousin last night. And we played a lot. And we're playing the no build mode and having a blast. And we won a couple games. They were hard fought. But it's just so much fun. And
I
my
fight
cousin,
for my friends.
my cousin last night was like, Fortnite is a lot of fun. And it really just brings the family together. And I was like, it does. You're right. The same thing with friends. It's just a great way to get together and hang out. But yeah, we had a ton of fun. You said that.
What?
Do in the chat said Lube is currently replaying Skyrim. Very true.
I'm burning cheese. No offense. The only reason I commented is because I forgot what my avatar was, and I knew it was something that I thought was funny, and I was like,
You're
"How do I
right.
see it?" Well, I'll have to make a comment.
It's Beast.
In a tux at a wedding.
Oh,
Lube is
we played
Lube
Fortnite with Lube this week as well.
Lube is probably also playing Civ 5, I'd say.
I don't think he plays that anymore. That takes too much time away from the family room. Like if he's playing Skyrim, it's on the family room TV. Civ is on the computer in a different room. So
I mean, Skyrim
not
takes up a lot of time too.
Well, it does, but he's still in the family room.
Hmm.
He is in the room with the family, so it counts.
That's nice. That's
It's
nice. that
permissible.
He spends that time together. Even if it is
Yeah,
just
that's
him
something
yelling,
you could say.
yelling at his kids.
He's yelling at his dog all the time when he plays Fortnite. Miss Peach, no, stop. Miss Peach, get out of there. Quiet, Miss Peach. It's true.
The way you said it was really funny. No, Miss Peach, no.
Nice one. And then
I love you, Miss Peach. Do you love me?
I also finished up Kirby and the Forgotten Land. And I posted my review of that just last night. I said on Patreon, my goal is to write a feature every week and put it up on Friday, because we have a whole team that's doing amazing features. But I would also like to write features. And this week's feature was my review of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It is officially my favorite Kirby game, and by a considerable amount. My favorite Kirby game before that was Kirby's Return to Dreamland on the Wii. I really loved that game. But Kirby and the Forgotten Land, man.
Quick question.
I don't have a single complaint about the game. I really can't think of anything. Yes?
Yeah, you answered my question.
Was that your question?
No, my question was going to be, was there any food-related levels? But
No, there's not.
Because, I mean, it would make sense, though, because it's a Forgotten Land, and if there's a food level, then it's all going to be moldy and nasty and everything. And it has a lot to avoid.
In typical Kirby fashion, he does eat a lot of food, but there are no food-themed levels, at least that I saw, unless there's extra content I missed. But it is a post-apocalyptic setting, and I said in my review, I appreciate that it's post-apocalyptic, but not drab and brown and just all, how many post-apocalyptic games are there where it's just, everything's destroyed and it looks roughly the same and everything's dirty and grimy? That's not the case here. It's like lush, overgrown buildings and
I was thinking the same thing. There was I think there's like a animated show on Netflix, and I can't remember the name. It's like something in the wild somethings. I don't know.
No, it's about right. I think. Yeah, I watched it.
But anyway, it's
something in the wild somethings.
I gotta look it up, but it's
No, we got it.
oh no, it's like Kipo and the something.
Popo and the Gijos.
But anyway, it takes place in like a post-apocalyptic Earth, but there's like lots of like bright like day-glow colors in the visual style, and anyway, that's kind of what this reminded me of.
Yeah, the colors are amazing in this game. And the places you go, the level design is so good, man. It's so good. I mean, I can't say verbatim what you said today, but you got to a section where you were playing mouthful mode, where you become a giant hoop, where Kirby like basically pulls himself backwards and shoots out gusts of wind. And I was in here getting the podcast ready, and Dew was in the other room playing, and he said, unprompted, "This is effing awesome."
Wow.
I was like, it is awesome.
Yeah, that part was really cool. It's a lot of fun. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. And you know, I don't know if I would have even noticed the difficulty if you hadn't addressed all that stuff from last week. You know, it is easy, but like it's not like getting in the way. It's like it's fun to play, and it's relaxing, and it's just and all the enemies are cute and smiling, and it's just like, why am I even fighting them? Like, we should all just be friends in this forgotten
This is
realm.
something I didn't say in my review on purpose, because I did the easy discussion outside of it, but the difficulty of the gameplay is not anything that you think about while you're playing. You're thinking about how fun the landscapes are and the set pieces and all that to explore. Like, you're just having fun. You're not thinking like, this is difficult or this is too easy, it's not enjoyable. You're not thinking that. You're like, wow, look at this place, or oh, I can eat this thing and turn into this, or oh, I can explore the top of this and collect Waddle Dees in these cages. Like, you're not thinking about it being too easy. You're thinking about how much fun it is.
There's a lot of like, because you wouldn't think, I wouldn't think of any of these like little clever power-ups and stuff, and there's just a lot of things. I'm not too far into it, but every level so far has given me a little like ooh, this is exciting, like I didn't expect this to happen, or like just little things like that. And it's just such an overall polished experience. The controls are one, like in classic Nintendo fashion. It just
we swapped those controls for you too.
Oh my god,
They had what?
It was the
20 years to come up with some of these power-ups, right?
Well, a lot of them. Well, mouthful mode is all new, but you know, a lot of the classic Kirby abilities or copy abilities are still in there.
3D Kirby,
3D
has been like in production for a really long time.
This is the first.
No, but they've been working on it for like 15 years or something.
You would think the ideas are good, so
they better be.
Yeah, and the later levels are they don't kick things up in difficulty, maybe a little bit, but their design and how you move in and out of spaces, they're just really cool. They're just so much fun to explore. It's a great game. And then for those who've played Kirby games in typical Kirby fashion, the story starts out very lighthearted, and then as you get deeper into the game, it gets more sinister. And then when you get towards the end, you're like, "Oh, this is much darker than I expected." But you should expect it, because that's what Kirby games do. The end of this game, without spoilers, all I was thinking of, like the last 15 minutes, I was like, this is a Resident Evil game now. This is like a Resident Evil story. I don't want to spoil anything, but I was like, this is Resident Evil. This is crazy. But most Kirby fans also know that the very ends of Kirby games go all out, like with insanity and the stuff that happens. And this one is no different. The stuff that happens in the last 20 minutes of this game is crazy. Also, I know this is not going to sound like a big deal because it's me, but this is the first Kirby game that made me tear up. I've never teared up in a Kirby game before, but this one did. And I texted my sister because she's playing it too, and I was like, "Well, Kirby made me cry." And she's like, "Oh no, I'm playing it now, and I'm probably going to cry too." I was like, "Probably," but I can't. I have zero complaints. There's nothing bad I could think of to say about it. It's the best Kirby game in my opinion. The wait for the 3D, the leap to 3D was more than worth it. It still feels like Kirby. The new mouthful mode stuff is so much fun. There's so much content in it. It has way more in it than you would think it would, because it's a Kirby game. You'd expect it to be over quicker, but at no point was I like, all right, wrap it up. I just wanted more, and I got more than I thought would be in there.
Natalia, the sleuth.
Does Kirby
Famous
talk
Kirby
in this
line.
game?
He makes noises. A
Again.
lady sings a theme song. That's a first. And there's also an English voiceover at one part in the story. So that's new as far as I know.
Okay.
So this is your favorite Kirby, huh?
Yeah,
That's
this is
pretty
my
cool.
favorite Kirby. There's not a Kirby main. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my favorite Kirby. Thank you. There's not a mainline Kirby game I dislike. There are certainly mainline Kirby games that I dislike more than others. But yeah, Kirby's Return to Dreamland was my favorite, but this by a considerable amount has surpassed that game. I love it. And it's got co-op. It's got co-op if you want to do co-op, so enjoy that.
Did you want to say something, Kirby?
Nope.
Kirby,
No,
Kirby,
I'm just
Kirby.
You were holding that
microphone.
microphone up like that for a long time. I thought.
So
I just-
if you want,
it makes it easier in case I do want to say something.
see, it makes it way easier if you have a gut like me, and then you can
Yeah,
just
well,
rest your microphone.
I mean, I kind of have one.
You'll get there.
Kirby.
Kirby, that is all. There's something I was
Kirby.
going to say. Oh yeah, if you want to see or get even more of my thoughts on the game, go read the review.
Not really. I think you covered everything.
Well, I just wanted to say real fast. Somebody at work was talking about that. Somebody that I was not expecting to have played Kirby. And,
Kirby.
Kirby.
Name a
and
creature that's often
he was
stuffed.
talking about. So I heard him mention Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? But I also heard him say he needs to find more Switch games because there's nothing good available. And I was like, hold on. You're open-minded enough to play Kirby, a 3D Kirby, but you haven't tried anything else that's available? Like, are you
This is someone who's
What are
making
you
a problem
buying?
where it doesn't exist.
So I
Yeah,
said,
what's going on?
I said
Tell him
give,
listen to the podcast. Maybe
I
he
said
would
there's
get a few
plenty
ideas.
of Barbie horses games, or pets
Borses.
with Z, pets spelled with a Z.
Mhm, mhm.
Um,
Horses.
but I did tell him No More Heroes because I thought maybe that might be,
Yeah, start with No More Heroes. No big deal.
No, I mean, like,
That's as weird as it gets.
yeah, but
I mean, if he's
don't know.
open to stuff,
He seems to be open to
If he's open to
but also,
experimenting.
like, when people say there's nothing good on the Switch, I feel like they're talking about like Call of Duty or
I
like
mean,
these
yeah,
fighting
there's
games.
nothing good on the Switch.
So-
That's why
so
it's
to give
sold
them
over
something-
100 million units.
give them
Nobody's
something
playing
that's
anything.
primarily
Get out of
boss fights
here.
with like I told him like all the ways that you have to make money to get to these fights are like tedious and like a little frustrating, but the game is outrageous and ridiculous.
It's just like those kind of blanket statements are stupid. It's like saying there's nothing good on TV or there's no good movies out. Like if you
There's
think
nothing
that's
in
the
the
case,
fridge, Mom.
Yeah.
We have no food in this house.
if that's the case, then
Give you
you're
a
not
knuckle
looking at
sandwich
what's
away.
out there. You're just
Shovel.
looking at whatever narrow window you have and saying there's nothing there. So it's a you thing. It's not an us thing. All right.
You're the problem.
Before we get into
You jerk.
questions,
It was a you thing, a Wii U thing. That system has problems.
Before we get, totally agree. Before we get into the questions, I want to make sure each week that I highlight the features that everybody on the site is doing. I'm just going to read you what they are. Not going to go into detail about all of them, but we just had the I don't know what anniversary it was. It was an anniversary of the 3DS in North America.
You get so
the
mad.
11th anniversary. So we had a look back on the 3DS's launch and all that stuff for that. We have the Kingdom Hearts feature, making sense of the story of Kingdom Hearts. So good luck with that because Kingdom Hearts just celebrated its 20th anniversary. That sounds right. We have a review of Syndrome. We have a review of Young Souls. We have a review of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course DLC. We have a review of Infernax. We have a review of Frightens. This is all this week, by the way. We have my review of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. And then the two...
What'd you think of that game?
Oh, let me tell you. The two things I want to point out that are particular spotlight importance. I had the chance to chat with Kit and Krista. I told you guys I was going to be doing that. We had a virtual get together and talked about life after Nintendo. So if you want to see what is up with them and what they're doing and how it was working at Nintendo and a whole bunch of other that stuff, you can check out my interview with them. So thanks to Kit and Krista for doing that. I've known them a very long time. They are extremely nice and always friendly and helpful. So I greatly appreciate them working with me on that. And they said, if there's anything else we want to do, just let them know. So I'll think of something. We'll do something. Maybe we'll play something together. Who the hell knows? But check out that interview. Yes, Nikki Hill, you're laughing over there.
Yeah, because when you say Kit and Krista, it made me think of Kit and Krista, and I was like, oh, does she come from Meow Meow Land?
Oh, Kitten Krista.
Oh, nice.
And then along with that, I had an interview with Chris Lombardi, who is an a cappella guy who randomly popped up on my TikTok one day, and he does amazing a cappella covers of video game music. And he even goes so far as to do the beatboxing portion as well.
Yeah,
so
his
he's got a whole new
beatboxing's
layer in
great.
there.
Yeah.
His stuff is fantastic. He is Chris Lombardi a cappella on TikTok if you want to see his content, or you could go to this interview and just read about it. And there's embedded TikToks in there so you can hear some samples. I'll give you a real quick taste of one of them. There you go. So I did an interview with him, talked about how long it takes him to do these videos, why he just started to do music from games, things he's got coming up that are game related, all that stuff. Nikki Hill's having a real blast over there laughing at something. So check that out. Very nice of him to do the interview. Ooh, because, I'm like, this is really funny. So I reached out to him on Discord. He has a Linktree link where I get to find all of his social media stuff, and he had a Discord link. So I joined a Discord, messaged him on Discord. I was like, hi, I'm so-and-so. I run this site. Your content's amazing. I would like to do an interview. And he said, yeah, can you just verify that this is actually you and not some other guy? And then he said like ... because like your name's Rummy Cowboy and you have a picture of Vince McMahon as your profile. I was like, yeah, I can verify with an official email.
How can you verify? Wuzzle wuzzle?
I sent an email through KCassie at GoNintendo.
He took a picture of himself with today's newspaper.
That's what it was. So thank you again to Chris for that interview. It was really awesome. I cannot stress enough how great this guy's TikTok acapella videos are. He's fantastic.
Yeah,
so.
I hadn't heard of him, and you sent me the Streets of Rage song that he did, Streets of Rage 2 song that he did, and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome.
That's the one that I found him
I
off
spent
of.
like 20 minutes just flipping through his TikToks.
I did the same thing. Yeah, he's great. So again, thank you to him. All right, questions. Send your questions to goninpod@gmail.com.
Where?
goninpod@gmail.com. They can be about Nintendo, they can be about video games in general, or they can be about whatever
They can
the
be about Nintendo,
hell you
Gypsy.
want. This week's question comes from Nico Darunia. They say, hello, podcast crew.
If a man would fart in your face and give you money, would you do it?
Here is my question. Is the green Yoshi in Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, Mario Party, etc. always the same Yoshi, or is it always a different one? If it's always the same Yoshi, does it have a name? If so, what do you think it could be? Is its name Yoshi, or is it Jeremy or Billy? If it's always a different Yoshi, what happens to the previous
Bimmy.
Yoshis?
Bimmy and Jimmy Yoshi.
Thank you for answering this important question. I always pictured it as the same Yoshi.
I thought it was the same Yoshi, and his name's Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering, are all Yoshi called Yoshi, or is it just one Yoshi?
Well,
named
like in the
Yoshi?
other games that have multiple Yoshis in them, like Yoshi's Story, there's a whole bunch of Yoshis, but
Yeah.
they're all called Yoshi.
Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, all those games. You swap between different colored Yoshis, and they're all called Yoshi.
Yeah, like any animal you see that's not a pet is just a,
But then
bear.
there's also what's his name?
Boshi.
Boshi.
Well,
and
he's got the sunglasses. So
and he's the
totally different.
he's the only Boshi though, right?
He's the only Boshi.
Okay.
Look up Boshi. I think you're gonna like him.
He's cool. He's edgy.
He's cool and edgy. Yes. Boshi. Or let's say, guns are to Shadow as sunglasses are to Boshi.
He's got like flip flops and stuff.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool. He looks a little evil though. He's got like claws and fangs.
Well, he's got that edge. He wants you to think like
he's a bad boy.
This is a bad Boshi.
Bad Boshi.
Big bad Boshi.
Bad boy Boshi.
The walking away.
Look, I mean the sunglasses, but clearly the stance shows how bad he is.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are all unanimous on this. They are all the same Yoshi, and it's the same
God,
green
he
Yoshi.
does.
Of a what?
You underestimate the power of the dark
I
side.
think it's himself.
That can't be real.
It looks like a tattoo of himself.
Would they
with like flames in the background?
look up if he really has a tattoo? That's funny. I don't know what that render of Boshi is from.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably looking at something weird.
Well,
Boshi.
if he doesn't have a tattoo, he should have a tattoo. There's your answer, Nico Darunia. We think it's all the same Yoshi, and his name is Yoshi. Oh, okay. We also have a Patreon question. Hey, Mom Brain, did you know that you can join the Patreon
For $1.
For $1, just $1. What are we talking about on there? I hinted at
It's free.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's
For $1.
Thank you. We this week
Free. If you
I
pay $1, it's free.
asked for soundboard suggestions. I hinted at a feature that's coming up next Friday. I don't remember what I did.
Yeah,
There's stuff every day, Monday through Friday. There's something.
Us Patreon patrons want a little bit more original content. We don't want anything related to what we're going to see in a week on the site. Just saying.
Nobody knows what that's about, but you guys. I haven't said anything. I'm not gonna say.
I wouldn't have a problem.
I thought there was nice inside scoops of what's to come.
I don't think any of the patrons are complaining. I just said that to
you are a
be
patron.
feisty.
You're complaining it, and now I take it to heart. Take it. By the way, thank you to everybody who just recently joined the Patreon. I appreciate it. Also, what did I do? Oh, I posted that thing about review embargoes, that like rant about review embargoes that I put on Patreon. And I said, I'm afraid to post this because I think people are going to take it the wrong way. And right when I posted that, somebody unsubscribed.
Really?
I got an email like 2 minutes after I posted it. I was
He's
like,
heading towards certain death.
You know, I brought it up on the podcast last week because I was like, I bet you hate rushing through games like Kirby or whatever because you have to do a review and you just want to enjoy the game. And you were like, I don't really want to get into it to sound like you know, because that's boring. But like, you really meant like you didn't want to sound like you were complaining about getting free games to play before people get to play them. So
because
I get that you're being really nice about that, but like
it's very hard to have listen, I'm not like, oh, woe is me. It's just difficult. You know, any job is a job. So when you have a job that's like, here's this thing, you got to crank it out in a week's time, do it. And you're also doing all your other work, then it's tough. And then when somebody gives you something and they're like, here's a 60-hour project, you have 5 days to do it. Like, what? Like, it's like, and that's what some of the embargoes are like. I'm working with one like that right now. And I've hit the point, like I said in the Patreon, I'm not going to screw the game over and the developers over because I'm supposed to rush to meet an arbitrary deadline. So when my feature comes out, it's not going to be a complete review because I don't think that's fair for the game. And I had a 4+ day turnaround on a game that has 20 to 40 hours worth of content. And when I'm doing other stuff on the site, I can't crank it out that fast. So I'll have something by the embargo lift, but I'm not going to have the full review. What game is it? You'll find out on Monday.
It seems, and I could be just talking smack, but it seems like other outlets might not finish the game. Like they probably just do reviews and like, I mean, I can't.
That's an astute observation,
I can't say
dude.
for sure, but you know,
I certainly won't say anything.
I always got the feeling that like in certain games, like they probably didn't play the whole thing. And sometimes they even say like total playtime, whatever, and they still give a review.
You know, this might be telling tales out of school, but I've talked to a few people over the years, and I'm not going to get into the details, but there have been people that used to work at outlets, and they noticed that other people who work at those outlets maybe didn't play hardly any of the game, but the reviews got to be out, correct. So they put it out.
So you're saying,
you know, years ago, I don't know what it's like now.
So you're saying that you finish the games that you review.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to
Yes. I like with Kirby, I haven't done every piece of side content. Like I haven't gotten the biggest fish in the fishing game. And I haven't served all the meals in the cooking mini quest. But like I said, I did all the main stuff. Yeah. And listen, I get the embargo stuff. I was going to say shovel. I get it. Just when you put out your review, whatever it is, just tell people like I did the main story or I did this much. I appreciate outlets. I'm not calling out outlets that don't do this, but I'll say I appreciate outlets like Game Informer who will say a review in progress. And I'll make a note and be like, listen, we got this at this time. We didn't have as much time to put into it, or maybe the online features weren't working correctly, or there wasn't a player base for the online features. So This is a review in progress. Here's what we think of the game so far from what we've done. Yes, 100%. That is how you do it. That's the right way to do
Don't
it.
be a sweaty, be a go-getter.
That's right, Josh. You got it. So yeah, it's a whole rigmarole. But that's why I posted it on Patreon, because I'm like, I'm not putting this on regular GoNintendo because I know people will read it and be like, he's complaining about playing free games. It's complaining about a job being asked to be done or completed in an unfair amount of time or an unrealistic amount of time. And that can reflect poorly on the people who spent 5 years of their lives making these things. That's not right.
You should probably unionize.
Get me. I'm part of the union.
That's what we did all last night and today. That's all we did.
Well,
Locked
anyway.
ourselves in a hotel and sang that song.
Patreon question. This comes from Getgo Kitsune. Hey, Pod Gang. Do any of Mom Brain? Do any of you keep a garden or plan to make one this year? It could be flowers, veggies, or both, or even potted plants. That's fine too. I usually make one with my parents and have tomatoes, potatoes, squash, and cucumbers. Glad to have you all back. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Mom Brain, you should lead this conversation without a doubt.
Why? I mean, I don't know. Maybe the guys keep
It's free.
gardens.
Well, you're a big gardener.
I'm not a big
You're a big
gardener, but I
veg head.
actually have plans to put in a raised bed on the side of the house.
Outside?
Yeah, I do tomatoes, cucumbers.
Jeez, it sure is boring around here.
I'm sorry, Mom Brain. It was
sorry.
funny.
It was.
Link,
Go ahead.
watch your manners.
I'm done.
You could see the light leave Mom Brain's eyes when that
I'm
hit.
just really excited to talk about
I
a
know you are.
garden.
I know you are. Go
Where
ahead.
do you wait? Where?
Mom Brain, do you grow
gardens?
turnips?
We got a garden out there.
on the side over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and there's
When he says you're a huge veg head and you're a big gardener, I'm thinking like, oh, that one. Okay.
Oh, that dump around the corner.
okay.
dump,
Well,
no.
I compost, which is
Yeah,
you know
she's
There's
really
a little
helpful.
shovel show outside.
I also
Yeah, Mom Brain actually sits on top of that and just lets him rail.
you know.
Mom Brain.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
I'm
I-
finished.
Go
No,
ahead.
that's it. I'm
No,
done.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
do. I like to keep like wildflowers on the side of the house for the bees, and I also like to grow lavender so that I can do stuff with my lavender.
Man, that lavender you got last year or whatever, I couldn't believe. Like, I love the smell of lavender, but that was like, I'm smelling like soap that smells like lavender, but that
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
No, smelling lavender. It smells like soap.
So I,
You
I
hung it in
enjoy.
the shower, right?
Oh no, that was eucalyptus in
Oh,
the shower.
well, that smelled good too. Lavender is purple.
Well,
you.
the flower is purple, but really most of what you see is
See,
green.
veg head.
Oh, you had eucalyptus in there. That explains the koala that got in your shower.
Oh yeah, Hailey and Tom. No mint. It's super invasive.
I have mint.
It's you could put it in a pot, like you could container garden it, but
Put it in a bun.
Nice.
So I really do thoroughly enjoy gardening and being outside.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, that's where Mom Brain and I differ. Don't like being outside. Not a big outside fan, but
And he doesn't like
last
vegetables.
time you were out there relaxing, I came out there. It was me, you, and the cat. The cat was rolling around in his octagon, and it was a nice time. It was a nice time. I'm outside every day. I walk every day.
I
Ate every minute. of it.
I've got fig trees.
You got what? Fig trees.
Fig trees.
I thought you said victories.
I've got victories.
I got victory fig trees.
I try
Don't know.
I try to plant tomatoes and cucumbers, and you've tried other things, but the what usually happens is I do you guys just want to talk?
We're doing it quietly so you can keep going.
I know, but it's like
Yeah, the whispering is making it more invasive.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything that actually grows that birds don't eat, it usually goes bad before I can pick it because I'm not a good gardener by any means, but I still try to do a little something. And I do have mint that's been on the back of my house for a very long time. It grows in, but I think I'm
Smells
ruining
nice.
that. Because
What's
like,
the most
weeds grow in
delicious
and it
thing
just
you've ever grown?
grows. Some of my figs have been really good. But
Monkey Man.
Yeah, I don't know. What do I
Doesn't anyone care what I
There's
think?
Josh, what do you think about?
I don't want to be here.
there was a mold that was growing on a sweet potato underneath my sink for a while, but that was pretty delicious.
Weird.
A tuber.
Yeah.
Smash that subscribe button.
Josh is ruthless, man.
Do we have music?
I'm a big fan of root.
That's what we were trying to discuss. Mom Brain said she would do music, but she didn't have the information to get the music. But now she do. So we do have music, and we will do
Where
it.
does she go?
I'm
Where does she?
there's-
Where does she go for music?
You guys can send your music to goninpod@gmail.com.
So Kirby and I don't
Where?
have gardens, people. I guess they're assuming that we
Oh,
don't, since they didn't give us a chance. To.
I have like one plant at my
Sorry.
place, and I water like.
I was worried
once
about
every
getting the
other month
music
or a
together.
No,
week.
it's all right. We could do the music.
Dude,
now.
do you have a garden? She's got to get in anyway.
know-
Mom Brain, we're only doing like 4.
I had a whole bit I was gonna do, but it's kind of like ruined.
She's
now,
setting
so-
up. Go ahead. 2 to
No,
4
it's
years.
Cool. It's cool. I mean, it wasn't my bed either. I stole it, like I stole that joke I said earlier. So.
How do you do?
I do well.
How do you do?
I do well.
What the hell was the other thing I said earlier?
Shake the dew off the lily, if you will.
What the dog do?
What was the thing I said earlier about his name? Why can't I remember it? The name of your segment.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. So yeah, send your music to goninpod@gmail.com. Remember, if you're sending music, please put music in the title. And if you're sending question, please put question, or any version of the word question in the title. Mom Brain, it's been a while since you're
Give me a minute.
out of the music game. Well, you could do it on your phone if you want. I could throw that cord over to you.
Would that be easier or no?
That's up to you. Okay.
Never mind.
Music. Music.
I wish you said something to me 2 hours ago that you didn't have the information.
I wasn't home.
Yeah, it didn't look like she was
I
home.
was busy.
No, I meant like at the beginning of the podcast.
Oh, okay. I was confused too.
Okay, so
Music.
out of this and into this. Sounds right. This first song comes from Nate or Die, who I would like.
Just remember, watch the volume.
Don't we have a music soundbite?
We do, but she took it out already.
Do you want me to put it in?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Who I would like to
sound
say made sure to put music in the subject line. So this comes from Nate or Die. You know, there's a little ad, so just.
Mom Brain's got music.
Oh,
You
YouTube
wanna
ad.
hear
I
it?
got to give you my
You
premium
wanna hear
login.
it?
Oh.
Hill, don't look at my computer.
Man. For a second, it had something Mega Man-esque to it, but I don't. It's not any Mega Man I know. Is this actually NES?
It is NES. Also, Nate or Die is now known as Tentavision.
I
Sorry about
am
that.
aware.
I wanted to make sure I called that out.
How about Crystallis?
Oh, that's what I was going to guess.
No.
Sounds crystally, right?
It sounds
Well,
like fantastical.
I'm glad the show's back. Or I'm glad music is back, and I don't know the first one. So. The Immortal. How about Low G Man?
No.
Immortal.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead. I don't know.
So close. Moon Crystal on the NES.
I don't even know what that
Well,
is.
you said it sounded crystally, so I thought that was.
That's
a little...
really weird.
That is a weird coincidence. Yeah.
Why? What made us guess Crystal? What? I don't. That's just weird all around.
Quality to it. Crystal quality.
I just guessed Crystallis
I thought it had a
because it
moon-
sounded like a fantasy
moon
kind of
crystal
game.
quality to it.
I'm looking up Moon Crystal. I don't know.
Moon
All right.
Crystal.
So this song comes from Giant Reggie.
Focus all attacks.
Looks
Oh.
good.
It almost looks like a professional.
Oh, I mean, come on.
Oh, this is Sonic.
Rush.
Yes, you guys
I
together
was gonna
got
say
the right
colors,
answer.
but yeah.
Giant Reggie said you were going to get it instantly, Rami.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it has such a good, somewhat forgotten soundtrack. Deserves a trivia spot.
You know, Forgotten Sonic game, great game. Forgotten soundtrack, great
I
soundtrack.
think this is like probably one of the only Sonic games I've played that I owned.
Well, I mean, that's why you saw the movie, right? Thank you, Mom Brain.
All right, so that was Sonic Rush on the DS, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's
From-
back there somewhere.
From
Man, the
Giant
DS.
Reggie.
Yes, man. Can we talk about that?
What a system.
The DS.
Yeah, talk about it. Trauma Center,
I
Dama
want
Center.
Rubrabbits to be in the Sega Sonic universe.
One of my favorite gaming memories of Nicky Hill was him putting the DS on the couch, playing Trauma Center, leaning over it while he's kneeling on the floor, trying to do the star maneuver to save this patient, and him yelling at the DS, not like seriously angry, but like, live, come on, live. And like the furrowed brow, and just he kept losing the patient, but he got it. He's like, I can't draw the star fast. No.
It was tough.
You did it,
But
though.
what a
You got there.
series.
I know. Would be nice to see you come back.
All right, one more.
Back to back. Yes.
This one comes from Loser Buds.
Two more
Sure.
after this one more? Okay. Nightmare Creatures.
No.
Resident Evil.
No.
Silent Hill.
No. No.
Turok.
No.
This is familiar now.
Mm.
What system?
Switch.
It's too scary for Luigi's Mansion 3, is it?
It is not Luigi's Mansion 3.
The hell? Is this first party?
No.
You're giving me a look like, come on, you should know this right away.
Maybe you should.
Should I?
I think so.
And that's that?
And that's that.
Ape Out.
I don't know. Xenoblade.
I don't know what the deal
No,
is
that's first
here.
party.
It's not Xenoblade.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Oddworld, new and tasty.
Oh, yeah. I didn't play through New and Tasty.
All right.
I'm an original Oddworld. If you gave me that music, I would have got it.
Okay, so you want another?
Follow me. Yes, please. I want another and then another, and then we're done. Okay. Did you play that? What do you got? You got a PS4, right?
Yeah.
You didn't play the new one yet? Should play it.
No.
It's nice.
I bought I bought it.
Oh, the old milk bubble.
I bought an Oddworld something or other on some system recently, but I don't remember what.
Okay. Stranger's Wrath.
This one comes from Nico Darunia.
I did buy it.
Well, I don't know what this is, but I can tell you that noise in the background, the whistle, is directly used in Tetrasphere. And that's my tidbit of information. Okay, that noise makes me think it's a portable.
Is it Mickey Mouse something?
It is not Mickey Mouse something.
Is it a portable?
Yes.
Is it like a?
Oh,
it's not like a Harvest Moon or something. Is
Nope.
What's portable?
With a banjo.
GBA.
Banjo.
No.
Diddy.
No.
It's not first party?
No.
What the hell is this? I don't know. Mickey Speedway.
No.
That's not GBA. Come on, guys. It's cutesy. It's stupid. It's got some kind of...
This is GBA?
Is it a driving game?
I don't think so.
Jurassic Park?
Is it some kind of license?
It is
Okay.
some kind of
Oh,
licensed
God.
game.
All right, GBA licenses. What the hell was around then?
Looney Tunes? Something?
Nope.
The Berenstain Bears.
Nope.
Shrek Park.
That was a good guess.
Oh, Chicken Run.
No.
Shark Tale.
No.
This is Barnyard.
No.
Farm related. It feels farm related. Is it farm related?
No, I don't think so.
Garfield Park.
USA.
No.
USA. Here's the game. We don't know. Go ahead.
An American Tale, Fievel's
Son of a
Gold
bitch.
Rush.
On the GBA.
Fievel got
Kids
ya.
then didn't even know what that was.
It's a tight little tune, though.
Takes a tough man to make a tight tune.
Okay.
Tight tune player.
That was from Nico Darunia. And it was, of course, American Tail. Fievel does whatever Fievel does.
American Tail, Fievel does stuff.
Yeah, Fievel does. Never
Does
mind.
what
Fievel
stuff?
goes back east.
Fievel does Dallas. Is that what you were going to say?
Nope. Let's leave it at
You're
that.
gonna say Fievel does butt stuff?
I was.
Okay.
Don Bluth really lost it in the later years, man.
I didn't want to besmirch Fievel that way though, so I stopped.
Mouse to mouse.
we had to sing that Somewhere Out There song in a elementary school Christmas concert, and I remember looking out the audience, seeing my grandfather with the camcorder and my mom like wiping tears from her face.
Man,
we sang it.
My
too.
daughter's being deported.
We sang that in our grade school.
I don't remember.
We were
that.
young.
I remember singing Mistress Mary.
Not just singing it. Would you like to share with everyone why that's special?
Why is it special?
Didn't you have a little solo in that?
Yes, I had the solo for Mistress Mary on Grandparents' Day. Thank you.
What is
Sing it for
what
us,
is Mistress
Rami.
Mary?
Mistress Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and fair maids all in a row. There you
And
go.
I
Oh,
could
lovely.
see Grandma going,
really good.
marvelous.
Well, some of the old people died. The performance was so good.
That was the last Grandparents' Day they ever had.
My life will never get better.
I
Goodbye.
think Josh Grobot has some competition for world's greatest singer.
Yeah, I've heard that song before. I didn't.
I never heard it so beautifully.
But yeah, and not with those lyrics either. I didn't realize she was a mistress.
Oh, I knew Mom Ray was going to like that. Hey, this was second grade. I was svelte back then. I don't remember what I wore.
Did you have like a little tie on?
No. I don't remember wearing. We didn't get dressed up for Grandparents' Day, right?
Why am I here?
Trust me. Listen, you know my grandparents. My grandfather would have had no idea what was going on and wouldn't care. And my grandmother could hear anything and would have said it was the most beautiful thing she's ever heard.
She would have said it was marvelous.
The most
Marvelous,
thing ever.
honey. Marvelous.
Oh, it was so marvelous.
All right, one more song. One more song besides my singing.
Can you sing one verse of Mama Paquita now?
Mama Paquita, Mama. I do remember that song.
This one comes from Alien Boy VA. Hopefully there's no ad. Hey, bud. I have the volume all the way up.
Is the slider on YouTube all the way up?
So I just hope that we don't blast anybody.
Come follow me.
And now the show
I'll
gets
show you the side of the world, the places
this is
that you'll
Tetris.
never see.
Tetris Effects.
That- Try again.
Tetris Effect.
Yes.
Tetris Effects.
Tetris Effect. Yes, Tetris
Tetris
Effect.
Effect connected from Alien Boy VA.
We will
There you
accept
go.
Tetris Effect.
you go.
Yes.
Feels good to have the
Connected
music
is the Switch one. Same game, just different name.
Okay.
God, you make some weird noises.
Well, what do we get? 2 of them?
I can't do
3
all
of
of
them?
that at once. So
Whatever.
Got them all right. 2 out of 10.
got
We got
music
them all.
back.
We got them all.
Or no,
So 10
what is
out
it?
of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
You're right. 10 out of 10.
Wait, what is
Send
it
your
usually?
music.
What do they usually say?
What?
People would always say the same thing,
Okay.
regardless of what we got right or wrong.
2 out of 10.
No, that was 2 out of 10.
6 out of
No
9.
Wi-Fi.
6
It's always
out of
6 out of
9.
9.
2 out of 10.
Oh, I get it.
2 out of 10 was no
Wow.
I
online
get it
play.
now.
No,
Thank you,
online.
everybody,
Yeah.
to send in music. If you like the music section, send music to goninpod@gmail.com. Remember, put music in the title and cram those emails full of songs. Go nuts. Go crazy.
Yeah.
Go wild.
And give us some songs that Dew would know.
Any Resident Evil.
Literally like 3 games.
Any game. Any
game
sequel.
that is a
any number 2
the second sequel,
Yes. Streets of Rage 2, Sonic 2, any 2, really.
Mega Man?
Mega Man
Mega
2,
Man 2,
yes.
Super Mario Brothers 2. 2 it up for me, if you don't mind.
Zelda 2.
The Adventure of Link. And what an adventure it was.
Well, is it time for the segment?
Just not a Bioshock 2, right?
Mm.
Didn't like that one.
Yeah, not the
as
best
much.
one.
Yeah, not
the
as
worst
much.
one, I would say.
That's maybe the one. Yeah, because Resident Evil 2. Yeah. Anyways,
Do please take it away. Do you have anything for us?
Dues, views. It's never news. Rumor of the week with Do Michael. So, ladies and gentlemen, the way I do it is, if you don't mind, what was it? If don't mind if I do, make up a rumor for you. Tell you something that's absolutely true for you. So, you know how they're doing a cinematic universe for Sonic? Well, they are now doing a cinematic universe for Street Fighter 2. They're bringing Jean-Claude Van Damme back. And they're getting Rami Malek to play a origin story of
they do look alike.
Of what's his name?
Yeah, the guy who died. Come on,
Raul Julia.
Bison.
Yeah,
Raul Julia.
So
you're right. He looks like a young version of him. Holy crap!
Poor Raul Julia, because that man was great, and that Rami Malek is kind of creepy.
I know that movie is so bad, but there's one 30-second monologue from him in it that is really good. It's really good and well written. I don't know if somebody else snuck in there and wrote that little piece, but it's great.
What I like about it, because it's not a good movie, is he's playing it like it's a good movie.
Yes,
and he's really doing some acting there.
He's a professional.
Very, very impressed by people who can do that. Because they gotta know they're in a turd. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I know for a fact that some actors know when they're in a turd.
But this new one won't be a turd.
This one.
Oh no.
Delicious.
So be on the lookout for that. It's coming out in spring.
Okay, just generic spring.
It's just called Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, they're going up against the Breath of the Wild
he can't
game
tell the
release.
exact year that it comes out because it's still a rumor. He doesn't want to give it all away.
Yeah, and plus his sources would pick up on that stuff and be like, I can't give you any information anymore. You're letting too much out there. You just got to tantalize them. Titillate them.
Lock the door and turn the lights down.
All right, everybody, that's another show. We did it. We finally got back music.
Good one.
Mom Brain, I don't think you know this. I think I may have mentioned it a little bit, but you were greatly missed when you were not here. Greatly by everyone at the table and everyone in the Discord. They really wish you were here. So thank you for being here, Mom Brain. We know you had a very busy day. We appreciate you showing up.
I did have a busy day, but it was a good day. And before we go,
Podcast day. It's a very dangerous day.
Would just like to name that yesterday began Autism Acceptance Month. So we're beyond awareness, I think, in our world. I hope people are aware of autism. So I would offer you the opportunity this month to practice autism acceptance, because everybody's got a place at our table.
Very nice.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We will definitely see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, what happened?
What was that last part?
Wow. Did that always do that?
I don't remember that. No, hit that again. We are still live.
Hey, what happened?
Wow.
I've never heard
can't
that.
Believe that.
Whoops.
How have we not noticed that? And then we all noticed
Yeah,
it at the
right?
same time.
Know what I mean?
All right, after show people. Look at that. George is there. This is great.
It's a good crew. If
man,
you look
there was
quick,
just-
it looks like George is out the window or something.
Did you see Did you see your mom was like, "Oh, I see George has joined you."
He stopped in real quick.
That's what I
Just
said.
to
He
drop
sends
some
his
lines
best.
off.
He came in for Raw Dad's birthday.
That's it. Yeah.
Wait a minute,
I
there's
bet they
something
would
you
get
were
along
just
really
talking
well.
about.
Key lime pie.
Master Commander.
He's having a great time doing it.
Everybody who was here live and is
Master
still here
Commander.
live, thanks for joining us. Everybody who hung out in the Discord, thank you very much. Thanks for your support of the podcast. If anybody's watching, if
Kyle
anybody,
Lanquin says, "Good times, good limes."
Ooh. If you are watching
That's pretty
WrestleMania
good.
tonight, I hope you enjoy it. I'm very excited to see who the hell Seth Rollins is going to face. Is it going to be Cody Rhodes? Is it going to be somebody else that makes everybody
Is
disappointed?
it going to be
Who
doing?
knows? Is
Cody?
it going to be Is it going to be Dink?
Cody Rhodes.
Yes, Cody Rhodey.
At WrestleMania.
Yeah, long story. He's back.
We talked about this last week. We don't know if he's officially back, but that is the rumor.
Hold on.
I'll talk to you about it after. We did this last week. I don't want to like double.
There was
bore
something I
people.
wanted to bring up or ask you, and now I can't remember what it was.
That's great, Kyle.
It was about a show.
It was you were just talking about
Show
something at
Walter
the end
show.
there with Roll Julia and
Street Fighter
stuff, and I wanted to ask you questions,
Rami
and I was like,
Malek.
you know what? I'll just wait for the after show because I don't want to make this podcast any longer. Nobody wants to hear this podcast
Here
any
we are.
longer, and now
here
I'm
we
like,
are.
This is why I can't. This is why if you don't answer the phone, I'm done. I just.
Why don't you make voice memos for yourself? Then you won't forget.
Well, I couldn't have done that here now, could I?
Could have written a note.
You guys would have been like, "What? What? Oh, he's just talking to himself." Into
So
his
it
phone.
was. It came up when we were talking about Street Fighter and Raul
Just
Julia.
don't talk about something else because this is
Cinematic universe.
Special effects, Moon Knight, bad.
don't know.
Super Taster.
Let's move on. I think
Please do.
maybe this will help him, and maybe it'll come to him.
it'll
Was
help
there
you
something
guys.
else I wanted to say? Oh, that's nice. Salamaster Link says one of the highlights of the week for me. That's very nice of you to say.
The week that
I'd
just
say
passed or
it's-
the one that's about to start.
both. I'd say it's a highlight of the week for me.
What's the highlight? WrestleMania?
No, the podcast. Us.
Oh, that's really nice.
Telling us.
Yeah, that's a really nice thing to say.
Yeah, I love doing the podcast. It's great to be back in it. I want you to know we are on the hunt for Mango JoJo's. Kirby and his girlfriend were looking for them yesterday.
Last
but they
night.
were
Yeah,
not available yet.
Sorry.
But we will
She
get
tried.
them. We will get them.
Man,
yes.
you can find those disgusting nitro Pepsis, but you can't find Mango JoJo's. What kind of a world do we
Mango
live in?
JoJo's are seasonal. Don't get me started on this thing again.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
do it.
Forgot.
Your is a sandwich thing is my
Okay,
seasonal food.
that's fair. Let's not talk about it then.
But the thing is, I
I
would love to talk about it, but it also makes me incredibly angry. Oh,
Sure.
look at that, Mom Brain. A nice capybara in the Discord.
You know they don't have those at Animal Kingdom in Disney.
Wow.
What a whiff! right?
Wow, I didn't know that. Eileen Tom says,
some kingdom.
Eileen Tom says, Salamaster Link is right. This is a highlight. I buy special food for each week and try to have my chores done beforehand.
Ooh,
Wow,
Ben
and
and
today is
Jerry's
Ben and
today.
Jerry's.
Tell me,
All right,
Eileen, Tom,
our
was it
end of the
Cherry
show is-
Garcia? Was it Cherry Garcia?
The end of the show is we need to know what Ben and Jerry's you had. Yeah.
Because Cherry Garcia is arguably the best flavor.
Oh,
well,
Chunky Monkey.
I have to
I like
respectfully
fish food as
disagree.
well.
Half baked. He has half baked.
Okay.
What's in
What's
half
the best
baked?
one for you, Kirby?
I mean, I
dough and brownie.
Thank you,
that's a good question.
Kirby. We need the answer before we can go. We
well,
can't
we're-
leave people hanging.
Are we
like
talking
this.
about Ben and Jerry's?
Yes,
specifically?
yes.
Okay.
Oh, the crunch in the cherries.
That's the one with pretzel in it.
Chew.
I think it's just because I don't like cherries that much.
Oh, yeah, that'd do it
I
because it's
liked
cherry ice
the
cream.
original
Yeah.
Chubby Hubby, but they couldn't get they've sorry they needed to get like a new pretzel manufacturer or something like that, and it changed the whole recipe.
One pretzel. This is how we should have ended the show. Congratulations, my friend. Your Skittles are coming back.
Hey, that's
Congratulations.
right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Lime is returning.
George is ready.
Oh yeah, he finally brought it to him. Gosh, I got him.
Let's hear it for George.
Yeah, George.
Wow.
George, can we have a
How
comment?
pathetic.
Ah!
So yeah,
I'm having the time of my life.
I don't know what my favorite flavor of Ben and Jerry's is. I mean, half baked is really good. I like I don't know.
So really, you just don't like the Cherry Garcia.
Yeah, Mommy and I are the big ice cream people.
Anything that has like a
our
swirl
neck
in
of
it.
the woods. Yeah.
Yeah, like
My mom with the hot take ice cream is the best.
Oh well, she's right.
She's absolutely right.
It is
Ice
the
cream
best.
is the best.
I enjoy fish food, but I
I like fish food a lot better than Cherry Garcia. but
think the
it's-
fish are too I like the flaky chocolate. I don't like a lot of crunchy chocolate in my ice cream.
Oh, those fish are pretty
So the
crunchy.
fish are like
Yeah.
there's a lot to them.
I do like
sometimes when
Oh.
you dig one out, you're like,
know?
I could have had ice cream in that
Yeah,
giant hole.
yeah.
We should have Ben and Jerry's advertising on the show. Kyle says I've never had Ben and Jerry's, but I'll go fix that today.
Kyle, Ben and Jerry's.
I've been to their
My mom
factory.
picks
I've been to the
Chunky Monkey.
I've been to the flavor graveyard.
Yeah.
And Joe Shabadoo says, you guys ever had Jenny's ice cream? Ben and Jerry's together.
I think I've seen Jenny's at like
Jenny's.
maybe like a
Short for
King's.
genitals.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
That's why Rami will be like, "Hey, quit looking at my Jenny's. This is serious. And he
Speaking of
really
Jenny's,
does
I'm
say
wearing.
that.
This is how
Don't
we're
wear me
definitely
Jenny's.
ending the after show. I'm wearing these short shorts today, and I have been losing weight, so they are too big. And I had let's call it a John Ritter moment over here.
Oh, no.
And with that, we're done. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Smash that like button.
Like button.